The recording is started. You're outside the drunken fighter.
Uh,
What would you like to do?
Get the animals in the wagons seen to, and go inside and get a meal.
Okay. Well, Croromede, Scorpius Umbra, Dorez, Borgov, you all are headed inside, I assume, unless you say otherwise. And yeah, you'll speak to the barkeep, and he'll arrange everything, of course. Scorpius, he'll note, actually, and he'll ask if this is intentional, the amount of money you've paid so far, because you paid an extra 2,000 gold pieces to keep up your lease on your rooms. That covers it to, like, just a week before the big fights at the Coliseum.
I did not. Ikorimi took over that.
Oh, my bad. Necromade.
Yeah, I paid it up last time.
So obviously you're paid up for like the next 3 months or so. He was curious though. At that time, were you intending to keep it longer, or should he have those rooms ready to be moved out of by the time the big fights come around?
Quite possibly. Nothing is sure yet.
He absolutely understands. You know, it's 3 months away. He's just checking because he did the. I did the math finally, Grills, and it's like, oh hey, that comes out to about a week before the big fights. Okay. Yeah. He'll see to Jaziel, your animals. Get some nice, good food. Headed over to you.
Okay. Then we will eat and drink.
Okay. You all are eating and drinking. The place has not quite come alive, but it's pretty lively tonight. Lots of people talking about the fights, of course. It's a bit like if you go to Green Bay during the football season. Packer fans are rabid.
Mm-hmm.
So, party. I assume you all are eating. If not, let me know. And once you all are done with that, what would you like to do?
Workers probably will just go to bed.
The Boromede will play cards and drink for a couple of hours.
Okay.
Staying with the core meat.
Okay. You're going a bit echoey there, but I heard you'll be staying with the Chromede. Borgov's NPC moded right now, so likewise for him. Umbra, are you doing anything special?
I'm going to bed.
Okay. So Scorpius Umbra headed to bed, Chromede, Dorez, and Borgov doing the
I'm
thing
going
they
to
do.
pray for 30 minutes as well.
Okay. What are you praying for?
2 first level spells.
Okay. You can get those. Okay, Scorpius, you'll go upstairs and set the trap, and you and Umbra will be up there in the room. Umbra, you'll be able to pray for those things. Dorez, Borgov, Chromede will be in the common room, chillaxing and playing cards and what have you. Night falls. Now, Chromede, you said a few hours, right?
Yeah.
Alright, any specific time by the hands of a clock that you'd like to stop at?
Somewhere 8 to 9, somewhere in there.
8 to 9, okay. So that would be, okay. Alright. So Scorpius, you're in bed asleep. Umbra, you finished praying for your spells. What are you doing at that point?
Going to sleep.
Going to sleep. Borgov, Dora, Zakroomid, you all are finished. Well, not finished, but, night has fallen. It's around 9 or so.
All right. In that case, go up to the room, do my usual precautions, and I need 12 minutes to get one spell back.
Okay, Krormid. Out of curiosity. Okay. What spell do you need to get back?
Stone Skin.
Stone Skin. Okay, give me a second, because there might be an encounter. Also, I see that Vader has just popped up online, so I'd like to see what that's all about. Laborer or peddler? Lame. Don't think that's an actual encounter.
Welcome.
Welcome,
Well,
Borgov.
Hey,
You,
Gator.
Doras, and Akuramid have just finished eating dinner at the Drunken Fighter, played some cards, did some chit-chat. Akuramid has retired to his room. Akuramid, you'll get your preparations and what have you done, and you'll be able to get that spell done. Doras
Okay.
and
forgive
Borgov, what
me.
are you two doing?
Forgive me. Can you give a slight backtrack to at least get myself in the headspace for what's recently happened?
Alright, Borgov, I forget exactly what you were doing. I think you were just tagging along with me. Y'all got gems and shit identified, well, he did, at the Money Changer. Y'all then went to the Drunken Fighter Inn, where you all have been quartered for a bit. There was dinner, there was card games, and now everyone is headed off to bed.
Oh, that sounds about that then.
So, Borgov, at this point, Dora's and Kuromid are going to their rooms, I assume. Are you doing the same?
I
Okay. Doras, likewise, I assume you're doing the same?
But I was going to ask if I could practice open locks for an hour before I head to bed.
Alright, what are you practicing on?
The lock I purchased.
Okay, you will be able to practice with that from the safety of your room. Borgov is typing and out of character. Otherwise, I believe everyone's headed to bed at this point, and we can do the fun rolls. So,
God, I don't
maybe.
like that.
Danger level. Extreme fun.
Really? Really? Oh, that's so cool.
Oh, that's not fun.
Yep, Borgov, no, you're good there. We ended up starting earlier than I had hoped, which is great. Damn. What the fuck does that encounter even mean, though?
Oh God.
Remind me of the room layout. We have... not layout. We have a Koromid in his own room. Borgov, Doras, I think the two of you are bunked up together in room 2, and Scorpius Umbra in room 3.
Well, Grills has a room that has 3 beds, and that was meant to actually house Scorpius and Umbra when they don't want to have private time. But he seemed to just talked it, so we've had to pay for another room for the other 2.
So there are 3 rooms as I've delineated them.
Yes, 3 rooms. Scorpius and Umbra's does not have a window.
Hmm.
The our 2 rooms, Scorpius, Umbra's, and Boromid's rooms are together. Borgoff and Doraz's room is not near ours.
Okay, thank you. Koromid, you did the usual preparations, right?
Yes, I did.
Okay. I'll give it a d6. Okay. Alright. Uh... Okay. Okay. Well, party. Those of you that are down 1 hit point, you may restore it, as it will be morning. Light shines upon Denalia, and y'all went through the night without any encounters that you are aware of.
Okay. Undo the preparations in my room, move the bed back, all that shit, and go down and get breakfast.
What's your perception again? Hold on, I think I know it. Yeah, what is your perception again?
13.
13. Yeah, Coromid, you unlock the door and such, and you open it, and it's like a little hinky when you open the handle. It goes, it's working, but it feels hinky.
Okay, examine it closely.
Examine it closely. That hit
I
the
hear that
wire.
right?
Oh, got the same result again. It is the god's will. Yeah, Kurami, do you think someone might have tampered with the lock?
Okay.
You have some experience lockpicking, so I don't have the IRL experience to give you the thing, but it looks like someone might have tried to pick it and left the job half done.
Okay, test the key and make sure the lock is functioning right.
The lock functions as it should.
Okay. All right. Then, yeah, I'm going to go ahead on down and order breakfast.
Yeah, Vader, that's about right. The door had a hickey. It was a very weird hickey. It was a hickory door. Okay. Going on down having breakfast. Is anyone doing anything special at this time? Wakes up, dismantles trap, opens door. Okay.
Just going to heal Scorpius before he heads out.
Dice your healing, Umbra. Also, let me know when you got that gender change done, because that's interesting.
Right.
Hey, hashtag Happy Pride Month, everyone.
Wait, what?
What?
Umbra, you said he.
Yes, referring to me. Umbra is going to hear
You're right,
Scorpius
I'm
before
stupid.
he goes down.
I'm stupid. 1 XP each.
I'm just
Chill.
like,
I will take that.
8.
Nice. Alright, Scorpius, you can update your health listing. And yeah, I'm assuming at this time everyone is heading out of their rooms, dressed for the day's trials and tribulations, and headed downstairs for whatever is
Scorpius
breakfast.
is now, after a month, is finally at 100%.
GG. Okay. So, party, I'm gonna allocate some time for y'all to eat breakfast.
Okay, while we're eating, I will quietly inform my companions that I think somebody tried to pick my lock last night.
Well, who would be stupid enough to do that?
Someone who don't know who's in the room.
Or someone who does and they know what they're doing.
Well, for their sake.
Well, probably not, actually. They failed to even open the lock.
Well, for their sake, they were lucky not to have succeeded.
Okay.
Well,
So,
that might be why it's not letting me look it up, because I'm on Naomi and not Eminem.
that would probably do it. So, assuming no one is doing anything special, and if you are, just speak up and I'll give you a few minutes. What's the party doing after breakfast?
Well, we've got all those supplies. Companions, do any of y'all have any unfinished business to take care of this morning?
Not at the moment.
How soon do we need to leave city?
Well, those supplies won't ride themselves back to the keep. What did you need?
TM,
Mm-hmm.
would Borgov have an estimate of how far away his family's place would be?
Oh, you want to visit your family? No. Give me a second.
And potentially drop off some money for them?
Okay. They're at the other end of town where you all are at, but good news for you is that is more or less on the way to the exit y'all normally take.
Oh, Borgov will relay that information.
Okay, then we should be able to stop by for a few minutes on the way.
Okay, I get to go quickly, fuck. I get to
And-
fuck, yes.
That being the case, then, Dungeon Master, after we've all ate, we will get the wagons and animals and mount up and
Borgov,
head
I
out.
don't think I have a copy of your character sheet. This must be rectified. Okay, but yeah, y'all are heading out at this point, assuming no one is doing anything else.
I'm
Okay.
trying to remember that. Okay. Never mind.
Oh,
You're saying, Hayden?
what the fuck is that encounter?
Okay. Hey, girls, where was the listing for the gems?
in-game chat.
Okay. Sorry, guys. A bit tired.
It's all right.
Yeah, party. Along the way, you'll see groups of people milling out around the street. A couple of them have, weapons on display, talking. Are you doing anything special with that?
Groups of people talking. Nah.
Mm-hmm. Didn't think so. It's a non-encounter unless y'all make it one. Okay. You all will make it to the Borgov household. Yeah, that's not your last name, obviously. I don't think you have a last name. The Borgov family household, whatever you call it. Borgov, party, what are y'all doing?
We're gonna stop so he can take care of his business.
I think I will be back soon. And Borgov will take care of his business there. There's no reason to really go through roleplay with it. Just
Alright. I forget the exact details of your family, and I don't have your character sheet, but I believe both parents are married and you have several siblings, so, they're pleased to see you and so on and so forth, and very happy with whatever money you've sent them, and, asking how it's like being an adventurer, so on and so forth. Your mother, obviously, she's like, oh, Borgov, honey, you need to eat more, and she'll try and force you to take some food. So you can take essentially a ration of home-cooked food if you'd like.
sure. Of course, mother.
Yes, that's how you spell square, double M. Good job. In that case, Borgov, you can mark that off on your character sheet. It's home food. Not gonna keep for long, but it is delicious. And, made with a mother's love, there's no substitute.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Doing anything special while at home, or heading back out?
Well, eventually, I'll sort through funds it and to mark off that amount to give to family. But other than that, we're good.
You've given them a fuzzy value.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so, party, y'all mount up again? Are you headed out?
Yep.
Okay. You'll have no encounters that you're aware of as you make it to the city gate. Once you're outside of the city, how fast is the party traveling?
3 miles an hour.
3 miles per hour. Okay. From Renvera to the E sign at 3 miles per hour will take you that long.
Borgov will appear in a good mood after returning.
Okay, party. Time advances. It is now midday. Y'all have hit the E sign that denotes where Kuromit's Keep branches off from the road.
Okay.
Y'all are hungry. It's lunchtime.
Yeah, we'll stop and eat.
Stop and eat. All right, everyone.
And Borgov will eat his delicious homemade ration.
Mm-hmm. It didn't keep for very long. It's, meant to be eaten hot, but it's still good. And yeah, everyone mark off your rations. And once that's done, I presume you all are continuing on at 2.5 miles per hour as you normally do?
Correct.
Okay. Making good time here. Let's see. That is... Huh. Okay. Roaming monsters list.
Hey, Mama.
Hey, puppy.
Yeah, I think they
I
must have dumped a bunch
should.
of other fluid containers because that trash can weighed about as much as a refrigerator.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what they done.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll allow it. Can't do those. Not really that one. Okay. $25. Alright, the Chromid. You are that level. If that thing means... Okay. Alright, party. believe there's one more roll after that. Alright, party. 4 hours shall pass. It's a few hours until sundown, and y'all have made it to a Crormead's Keep.
Okay. Well, we're going to unload most of the stuff. The wagon with the big cask of ale on it, that cask is staying loaded. Okay. But we'll unload everything else and take care of the animals. And yeah.
Okay. Alright, so allowing that much time to do that, I assume everyone's pitching in and helping out, or if you have something special to do, let me know.
Just helping out.
Okay.
Of course, there's hope.
Alright. So, at this point, y'all will have takes care of his wagon and his purchases. Okay. So once y'all are done unloading, obviously Kassan, the kids are there, and Kassan's, has them start making dinner. What are y'all doing?
How much daylight have we got left?
Couple hours.
Couple hours. I could probably tutor somebody if anybody's interested. Otherwise, just routine stuff.
Alright, anyone interested in tutoring? And if so, let me know what it is you're learning, doing what. Otherwise, I'm having you all kind of hang out, not doing too much at the... No, still doing math, okay. Yeah, otherwise I'll have you all just kind of hang out at the keep, maybe help with dinner prep a bit if y'all want, and yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Alright, well, dinner gets made. If y'all, like, Aiden, if you message me, hey, I wanted to do this, well, instead of waiting, then I'll retroactively apply that. But otherwise, keeping things moving. Dinner gets made, I assume everyone's eating.
Yes.
Okay. Y'all will eat, and at that point, is anyone doing anything special after dinner?
Yes, I'm going to break out the crystal ball and scry.
Okay. Breaking out the crystal ball and scrying. What are you scrying?
I'm trying to scry on Peter, the spider person.
Peter is a cactus. Actually, Peter is something else, but you're trying to scry on the spider person that you're aware of. Okay.
Yeah, the one I'm familiar with, whatever his name actually is.
Probably something unpronounceable. Let's see. Crystal. Not S crystal. Crystal ball.
Isn't it Dave the cactus?
Dave is indeed the cactus. Peter is something else. Okay. Personally known slightly has a that % chance of locating. Funny enough, you almost just missed it. Alright, you will note that, you've scryed the spider, and again, it's that visual thing where it's like, I'm scrying nothing, oh wait, there he is, and you lock onto the fact that he is indeed invisible.
Okay.
He, I don't even think, gets a roll to determine, because he's not high enough level or intelligent enough to determine if you're scrying on him.
Okay. What abouts is he doing currently?
He appears to be on patrol at some point in the desert. You think you actually recognize the area as one that you all pass by on when you all go from the road to the keep.
Okay. Road to the keep. Is he heading in our direction? Can I tell?
Looks actually kind of like it, maybe.
Okay. All right, in that case, I'll discontinue the scrying and put the crystal ball away.
Okay.
So, when are we going over to that weird cleric's house?
The weird what?
My
That
cleric.
weird cleric
My high
with the
priest.
golem.
I hadn't decided yet. Soon, though. Yeah, so DM, other than what I've done with the crystal ball, of course, I'll fill in Kasan on what we saw in the city and blah, 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 that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And not really doing anything special other than waiting to see if maybe the spiders come by.
Okay. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, that checks out.
Okay. Do you want my inaction for the round? I assume.
Yeah, if you've got any actions, let me know. Okay, so let's see. Waiting to see if the spiders make a report. Borgov, Dorez, you all doing anything special after dinner?
No. Just hoping
Okay.
for a good night's rest.
Umbra. Oh, don't be ridiculous, Borgov. Umbra, you doing anything special after dinner?
I'll pray for 30 minutes.
Praying for 30 minutes, okay. I assume it's to cure light wounds.
Yeah.
Alright, you'll get those. Okay, waiting on Scorpius, of course, otherwise we'll advance time. I think it's going to be a nice, chill, laid-back session with no demon cats. That's what I'm thinking.
Sure.
Let's see. Scorpius is typing. Let me get tonight's encounter rolls out of the way.
Scorpius, you awake to hear the sound of purring nearby. Dice for initiative.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11, okay. Okay. And when you're getting it now, what are you getting? Yes.
All right, I'm going to get a couple of drags real quick. Be right back.
Maybe. Could be. Definitely want to do those. Probably not that one today.
Oh, if it's possible, Borgov would probably also tend to his horse.
Okay, Borgov, you can do that. Okay, Scorpius, unloading the hay bales, putting the chicken coop, goats on the wagon, Okay, Scorpius, you'll get those back in the denominations you want. And yeah. Untied goat's mail allows them to wander around for a bit before asking the girls to watch them. He starts setting up a temporary pen for them. Okay. The leather armor isn't exactly fitted for Inaros' frame, so it's a bit big, but it's leather armor.
I
There are
asked you, and
straps.
you said it would be easy to find it.
Hold on, run that by me again then.
The very last session, you said, yeah, you'd be able to find one in her frame.
Alright, never
And
mind
now you're
then. It
saying the
should
one I
fit.
have, I don't have.
Oh, never mind. I forgot I did that. My apologies. So, yeah, it fits. They have straps to keep it.
Hey, Dales, you got the chicken coop.
Sized.
Puts leaves the goats on the wagon while he brings in his other items. Calls for the girls to follow him outside. Ask them to come. Their new guard dog. Yeah.
Okay.
And one wants one.
Well, I'm still waiting for your reaction for the girls for the dog.
Well, they like it. Chroma is like, is that a pet for me? And she's got these big eyes going on. And yeah, Scorpius, you've got the little girl looking up on you with the big puppy dog eyes. All of yours. Alright. Well, let's see. Bolt likes it. Chroma likes it, of course. And Naru seems kind of. She's keeping a couple feet between her and the dog. But she does like the armor, Scorpius. She likes that quite a lot.
And the wooden longsword.
Oh, the longsword, of course. Hell yeah. Although you gave her a actual longsword. She likes that more.
I let her borrow one of mine to use.
Ah. Yeah, somehow all the girls like their presents. And yeah, Chroma is hugging the guard dog, who's kind of, they're trained, but not really to deal with little kids. So it's not biting her face off, but it clearly doesn't want it. And so it's like, if Chroma leave it alone,
Well, the dog's more or less meant to get them away from danger than them to actually take care of it.
Mhm.
I hired a
Hey,
dog for a
maybe it'll even
babysitter.
scare off the cat.
I doubt that.
Dogs chase cats. I'm
I've
looking
seen
over at
cats
mine on
chase
the.
dogs.
It's true. Especially when the cat's roughly the size of an elephant and has 3 heads and breathes fire. Good times, good times. Alright, well, I believe that's the reaction for the girls. You'll build a temporary pen. Night will mostly be fallen by the time you're done. Just giving you a rough idea of the construction, but I'm assuming this isn't a very permanent pen. This is just, okay, keep the goats safe for the night.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, you should get that done. I assume at that point you're putting the goats in the pen, and now you're leaving the dog inside or outside?
That's up for the girls. It's their dog.
Chroma has announced that she wants the dog to sleep on her bed, and Volt and her are discussing the logistics of that. And yeah, so it's probably going to be inside then. Okay. Yeah, funny enough about that dog, actually, because Scorpius, you'll be outside with the kids that they're talking about the dog. You've just about finished up with the goat pen. Kuromid, Dora's, Borgov, you all are inside doing whatever. And the dog starts to bark at something. Like, its tail points up and it stands at attention. It starts barking at something.
Boss.
Oh, wait a minute. I think I know
Boss.
why.
Sticky.
Alright, Kuromid running to investigate.
Follows.
It's animal intelligence. That means it. Yeah.
Okay.
I
Bora is
remember.
also following. Borgov, you doing anything special at this time? Likewise, Umbra.
I'm sorry, is she like shouting this or just saying boss? Because
I have
Where am
people
I?
in the room I'm currently in. It is rude to yell while they're having a conversation.
This is true. Scorpius, were you saying that loudly or at...
Yes, I would have said that loudly.
Okay, in that case,
Yeah.
Borgov, you would have heard that, yeah.
Where am I currently?
okay.
Umbra, you're somewhere in the keep, probably in your room because you were praying for some spells, and I don't know what you wanted to do after.
I was gonna say, main thing is, am I done with praying?
Yeah, you're done
That's
with
what I'm
praying.
asking.
You got your
Okay,
30
I'm gonna go
minutes.
out. I'm gonna go
Okay.
out then.
So at this point, everyone's going out, I believe, or is already out in the case of Scorpius?
Sounds like it.
Okay. Well, Akroramid, a bit of a ways away from the keep, one of the spiders, the Urania, does indeed materialize. It has the red armband around one of its arms.
Okay.
And, yeah, it's not approaching any closer because, it set the dog off.
All right, then I'll walk out. to it.
Alright. I'm not going to go for the whole hissing and clicking that they do, but they do that as we speak. Are you speaking
Right.
first, or are you letting it speak first?
I'll do the steepled fingers thing and nod. Greetings.
Greetings.
We have a neighbor to the west. We know him. He likes his privacy.
The one with the signs telling people to leave him alone.
Yes.
Is he cut in on our agreement with the red armbands?
I have told him of it.
Short, yelling one. Okay. We'll avoid his area. Came by for a report because you actually passed me on the way in, but I didn't want to startle you. Mostly quiet recently. The men that were earlier, like the one that was flying, no sign of them. Not sure if they've moved on or have hidden themselves. Saw something flying in the sky. Looked like a dragon, but it was pretty far away. Otherwise, mostly quiet. No sign of the Sis'thik, but we think they have something set up to the north. Not entirely sure.
Good. When will your web queen be ready to meet?
I could send a message back tonight.
Okay.
Yeah, Aiden, you've kind of scrolled in over there, or it's possible that you actually did change the font size, I'm not sure. Okay, back to Acromid. So yeah, it's offering to convey a message of readiness back tonight, in which case then, you would go with it and a couple escorts to the webs, and you all could exchange spells there. It's asking if you're, in agreement to that, and then we'll just double check and then come get you tomorrow.
Okay.
Alright. Assuming you have no further inquiries, we'll depart, and you, of course, hear the sound of others that were with it. It does actually pause and cast invisibility upon itself.
Okay.
Yeah, these creatures, they're fun. And yeah, the various clickings and noises recede, and the dog starts barking. Stops barking, my goodness.
Okay, I will go back to where the party is and let them know that I'm going to be meeting the web queen soon after arrangements are made. Don't know when yet, but soon. Maybe as early as tomorrow.
No danger there, I presume.
I do not anticipate any. Hello. Hey, son.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, party, what are y'all doing at this time?
And so I'm going to go back inside, and of course I'll let Kassan know of my arrangements.
She wishes you luck, of course, Acromid. Well, in the way that she does, and she's a little worried. Sentient, like intelligent spiders that can cast spells is still an order of magnitude weirder than what she's used to, even considering that you jaunted between worlds on a nightmare.
Oh yeah.
That's right, Jazeel was probably there for that. He wouldn't have detected invis anyways. Would have smelled them, but yeah. Alright. At this time, night's gonna be falling in like 10-15 minutes. Is anyone doing anything special before bed?
Routine stuff for a Acromid.
Okay. Scorpius.
Don't really know what's routine for Borkov, but yeah.
Well, that would be changing into your lighter armor, if you have it.
Yeah, stripping down the chain.
That would be praying for any spells, setting any traps, engaging rings of invisibility, locking doors, so on and so forth. Studying from your spellbook, your primer for 1 hour. Umbra, Doras, y'all doing anything?
Nothing too special, I guess, just being with the kids.
Practice open locks for an hour.
Well, Scorpius, this will kind of interrupt your studying, but you and Umber will see Chroma trying to convince the guard dog to go on her bed, but it seems to like Inaros. Meanwhile, Inaros is like it'll jump up on the bed and she'll kind of push it to the floor and then it jumps back up again, and she gives up and asks Volt to switch.
So we have one of those animals.
Oh no, that's the thing.
Picks
So
the
then
one that hates it.
she and Volt switch, and then it goes back to the bed that Inaros is on, and Volt, yeah. And Chroma's just kind of looking at it sad, and the usual fun thing. But yeah, Scorpius, you'll get that hour of studying. Everyone else, you're gonna start going to sleep. After
Dungeon
putting up a
Master,
winter blanket, see how many I'll need to put up first.
I will swap out one first level spell, so that'll take me 3 minutes.
Okay. Now, Scorpius, you're attempting to cover the hole, I assume, right?
Yes.
So, let's take a look at images. Blah. There's a hole that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times 3, 15 feet long. Now, a blanket, assuming you're hanging it so that goes from, top to bottom, essentially means that it's the long side up, down, the short side left, right. I want to call that
Yes.
3 feet left to right for a winter blanket. Does that check out to everyone?
Mm-hmm.
A blanket being about
Say
3
again.
It's
feet
on the
wide.
maker depend. There's a lot of variables to that, and
Well, I'm going to standardize it and call it about a yard. That seems sufficient. So, yeah. About 7 feet long or so, about 3 feet wide or so. And yeah, one of them will cover up 1/5 of that hole, Scorpius.
how many of the 20 winter blankets am I going to need?
6.
All right, then I put up 6 out of the 20.
Alright, so you'll put 6 out of the 20 after that. Why do I have that there? Okay. That was in actions, right? After. Okay, so you'll put up the blankets, then you'll study. That all happens. That happens. Chromede, like right before bed, I'm gonna kind of speed you along through this. The Uranar come back and knock at the door, and they'll say that yeah, the web mother is willing to meet tomorrow. We'll send some scouts around after breakfast time to come get you. And yeah, bring your spell book, and we'll discuss and start sharing spells.
Very good.
Alright, let me go pull those ones up. Yeah, they seem very excited. The prospect of new spells. Pants looters.
Question.
Urania. Yes.
Do these spiders have the web spell?
He. Ha. I made that joke already. You're not funny. Okay.
Oh, straight to the heart.
So let's see. We got. Yes, we got fun things ahead of us now. Party at this point, I'm assuming y'all aren't doing. No, hold on. Throw 3 winter blankets on their bed. Okay, duly noted. Scorpius, before bed, are you doing anything special? Okay, in that case, party, y'all are gonna start going to sleep and drifting off, and y'all will sleep for a bit. That becomes 3, would make that, then 4 more becomes there, and it becomes day 96, and then that is not right. Another that becomes there, to there. Okay, if anyone needs a smoke or pee break, now would be a good time to do that while I quickly read up on a monster.
All right, I'm doing that smoke thing then.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna check on Morph. Is he sleeping? He's sleeping.
Okay, what's the intelligence? I never did clarify that.
So how's everyone doing tonight?
Good.
Good. I myself am going to use the bathroom, and then when I get back, I'm assuming everyone else will be, and we can start.
This way? Oh.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome
Hey,
back.
Grills and Aiden, are you both here?
I don't think they are. No grills are there.
Okay, I'll wait for them to verify that they're back, and then we'll start, and I'll quickly double read the thing.
Yeah, fun thing that's happening to me. I need to go to the orthodontist soon.
That just sounds very not fun.
Yeah, my wisdom tooth is coming in.
Ooh, that's not fun at all.
It would be fine, because my mouth is big enough to deal with it, right?
Nah, you want to get those out, usually.
No, the problem is it's coming in wrong.
Yep, that's why you
It's
want to get those out.
sideways.
Those love to come in the
No,
wrong way and then
not
fuck with your mouth.
sideways. It's growing forward
Okay.
more.
Now,
And
is it
so I have a
already
hole in
emerged
my
that they're
cheek.
gonna pull it out, or do they have to dig it out?
They'd have to dig it out if they want to get it. But
Ouch.
it is currently making a hole in my cheek. So
Yep,
it's
that's
annoying.
never fun.
My
I
cheek
got 2
hurts.
of them in the bottom of my jaw that haven't come out yet. Sometimes it
I
feels like they're
own
coming out, and then it's like, nah, not today, bitches.
none of them are there except for the top left one. That one's growing in.
Yeah, no, the
And
top.
it's growing in forward and it's putting a hole in my cheek. And I woke up one morning, I was like, my cheek hurts. What the hell? And I was like, oh no. I know why.
Oh, you have my sympathy, my dude. Those are not fun.
I think it's coming in forward a little bit. I think other than that, it's back.
They're talking about wisdom teeth, Lydia.
Yeah,
Welcome
my
back, you
wisdom tooth
two.
is coming in forward. It's putting a hole in my cheek.
Oh, that reminds me, I need to quickly update something. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, Golden, it's your orcish blood. It's got those tusk teeth coming in funny.
Okay, let me know when y'all are ready.
I'm ready.
Okay.
A bunch of crap? Why?
Made it real heavy.
Yeah,
It's just weird because I have nothing else coming in. It's just the top left. I don't know why.
Okay. Yeah, well, you drank a whole ton of water, so you're probably gonna be running to the toilet a bunch, Aiden. Regardless, party people. Okay. Scorpius and Umbra, definitely not. You're gonna get that one automatically. Acrormead, you'll need to give me a perception check. Let's do one for Hassan.
made it by 10.
Okay. Critter will also get you at the same time, so it's that. Borgov and Dorez, give me perception checks. You all are at a bonus of 1. Advantage
Bonus
of
of
1, whatever you
1.
want to.
Pass by 10.
Okay, Borgov. I'll need a d20 from you, plus, well, -1 technically. Okay, for those of you that made your perception checks, the dog in the Scorpius number, well, the kids section of room is barking very loudly. Let me double check that image actually. Aiden, if I remember correctly, you and Umber are in the small room with the hole in the wall, and the kids are in the middle room?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes, okay. So you all are next door to that. So you wouldn't see what I was about to describe. Party, in actions to the round, please tell me, what are you doing? Okay. Yeah, Chromate Kassan's up, and, a nod to you, she'll grab the staff and command word Smasher, checking on
What
Griff.
did I miss?
The dog is barking.
When we heard that?
Scorpius Umbra, you did hear that. In fact, you didn't even need to roll perception for it, because you were right next to it, essentially.
Okay.
Getting up.
So I need to know what your action is going to be.
Alright. And we'll get that downstairs.
Red truck, okay? And I opened the back door and I said,
I remember buying them one time.
what? Fred?
Just like it.
Fred here. What's that Fred for? Come on.
Come on, walk your feet.
He got a French fry.
I know what to make.
What?
Them pizzas in there I bought.
What peachy?
I bought 2 bags of pizzas. They're in the bottom of 3.
Okay. Dorez and Scorpius, I need to know what your actions are going to
2
be.
bags though. I
I
don't
love
know,
it.
maybe 5 or 6.
Vader, are you
Alright,
there? Because if you're talking, you are muted.
Well, that's alright, don't make them.
Borgov.
sorry, I was dealing with text.
Is that
Yeah,
Kimber?
I understand. I need to know your action for the round. You hear the dog barking.
I ain't it. They got some pretty guns.
Sword, approach.
The pizza rolls.
Okay, now
did.
that would have y'all going out this way, that way, there to the roof. Actions. Investigating, locking the door, going to investigate, getting up, grabbing sword, seeing what's going on. Sword, you know the drill. Okay. Well, party people. Scorpius, you're the only one who specified heading to the roof, so I have everyone else going to the entryway, essentially. Is that correct, or is anyone investigating in a different location?
Okay.
Oh, was it at the front door? I thought we were at the kids.
The dog is barking in the kid's room because that's where he was sleeping. And he's staying there with the kids. In fact, he's kind of trying to hamper Inaro's, keep her in her bed.
Okay. So at the front door or the window and looking.
Okay. Now,
I'll be just telling the kids that to just stay in their room. Type of thing. Sorry.
Aiden,
Yes.
on the left-hand side or the right-hand side of Keep, where did you assemble the goat pen?
Next to the chicken coop.
Next to the chicken coop. Okay, thank you.
And I was never specified on which that side was on.
Indeed not. So for reference, if you're facing the keep, facing the front door from outside, that would be on the left-hand side, because the right-hand side is the stables.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Someone should write that down, BTW, because I probably won't remember it, and I'm working on 3 things now. So, those of you looking outside, where are you looking? Ahead, left, right?
Ahead primarily, but then over to the left, then the right.
Okay, give me a second. Scrap paper. Let's go pop y'all there. Ahead primarily, then left, then right. Okay. Well, ahead there is like faint heat signatures of something's footsteps that passed by closer to the keep, but they might have been from a few minutes ago. And you'll be looking to the left, and you'll hear noise from the chicken coop. Like the chickens making noise. And it's a distressed noise. Scorpius, you're taking kind of... Are you taking the small path to get to the tower quicker, or going through the big room with everyone else?
Small path.
Okay, small path. So you're separate from them from this point, headed up to the roof. So, party, what are you doing at this time?
Following people's leads.
Mad at her for it. Oh, really?
Following the lead of the following the lead of the mead.
Okay, going outside, looking
I
towards
just
chickens. Scorpius, you're heading up to the roof. That wasn't a full 60 seconds, mind you. I'm doing partial rounds right now to keep everything moving until we actually get to combat. Umbra, Borgov, Dorez. What are you all doing? Both hands on sword, duly noted, Umbra.
next time you die, check your messages.
No.
I was pointed at Naomi.
Borgov and Dorez still waiting on you two. Following the lead of mid. I heard you. Just put something in text chat, just so I have a record of it, because I can't juggle 5 things that people said verbally.
Okay.
Okay. Hands on Bastard Sword. Dorez, I'm taking that to mean that you are dual handling it. So, Scorpius, you're going to be surfacing. Everyone else, well, I say surfacing, but you're going to be on top of the keep, as these people will go out the front door and head to the left-hand side, which would be, no, right-hand side, my bad, towards the chicken coop. It's left hand from facing the keep, right hand from inside. Yeah, so you all head on over, and you hear the clucking of distress. I assume you all are moving at a pretty decent pace here. You're not crawling there. Scorpius, you'll surface as they start to round the corner, and you will see, all of you, an image I'm about to post. Give me a second. But to give you a description, it is what appears to be a woman, but she does not appear completely human. She is bipedal. I know you're about to say rope grills, by the way. I know.
Looks like a hag and a witch.
So her skin is a deep blue color, and she has glossy black. Well, you can't really tell actually because you're running off of infravision, but you can tell the skin color is wrong. Her eyes are not like glowing; they're kind of dull. But yeah, tall, thin, muscular, and wiry body. Arms and legs are long, and it's pretty rotted rags that she's wearing. Not unlike what a peasant woman might wear if she then took a dive in a sewer and got torn up by some wolves. Anyways, so, party. Actions. Crossbow, rope, draw sword. Oh yeah, by the way, she's grabbed one of the chickens and is eating it.
Mm.
Dorez, your sword is already drawn. You're running to engage, or moving to engage, I should say. Plain dagger, aiming for the head. Okay, switching up the weapons will affect your initiative, Scorpius.
Wearing bandolier, so it's right on my chest.
It is, but that is going to affect your initiative slightly by a few
I know.
seconds. Parrying if she swipes anyone. Borgov going for the defense. Umbra, I'm waiting on you.
Hey, meat shield's my job.
The hell do I even know? I'll just do this.
Casting hold person. What's the casting time on that, Umbra?
Let me go grab it.
You
I
need
think it's
to know
like.
this. Okay.
I believe it's 7.
Okay, so
It
she's
is 5.
eating, but she'll have heard y'all
5
and be looking
seconds.
over. Coromid, you're crossbowing, then saying the command word for the rope. Rope lashes out, will surround whatever corpse is left. Dorez, you attack twice per round, or 3 for 2, or just once every round?
Once every round for now.
Okay. Borgov, you're parrying. Umbra, you're casting hold person. Scorpius, you're putting away your dagger to draw another one, and then throw it at her head. Okay, Acrormead, roll to hit twice.
I got a 9 and a 10 before adjustments.
Okay, what type of bolts are these? Normal or magical?
They are normal. They were poisoned about a day and a half ago.
Poison's worn off at this point.
But I'm +2 to hit from dexterity, so an 11 and a 12.
11 and a 12. Okay, now she did hear you all walking towards her. You've got people in chainmail clinking, so you don't have the element of surprise here. So, you know, she's looked up and has a mouthful of chicken as she's, you know, chowing down on it, and looks up, and you fire the crossbows, and she kind of drops the chicken and darts to the side to avoid it. She's a little fast there. Both shots will unfortunately miss. You say the command word for the rope, and the rope will start to lash out. Scorpius, roll to hit.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Technically, she doesn't know I'm there because I am invisible and inaudible.
Mm-hmm. You get the
Do I
bonus
get-
for sneak. So that's +2, but it's -4 because called shot to the head. But you have your strength bonus and dex bonus from throwing it. What level do you attack as with the dagger?
6th level fighter.
6th level, okay. Let's see that d20 plus bonuses.
Well,
Okay.
that's the 4th.
Yeah, no, that is a miss, unfortunately. Okay.
I'm still invisible.
Yeah, no, the dagger will go thunking down, and she will kind of dart her head up towards you. At this point, you know, Kurumi said the command word, Dom, you're rushing forward with your bastard sword held high in 2 hands. Roll to hit.
Ooh, I can't wait to see if he gets roped as well.
18, 18 at 4th level.
18 at 4th level. 4th level, 18. Is this a magical sword?
Nope.
Nope. Okay, give me a second to double check the thing here.
The only magical things I have are those magic arrows.
Okay, that is a hit. You may dice your damage for the two-handed versus large.
Oh, large. Okay, never mind. I was rolling 2d4.
You didn't mention size.
Oh yeah, that's a big girl.
She is about 7.5
damage.
feet tall. 19 damage, duly noted. Oomph.
Just another towering giant.
You have her attention.
Dude. Fucking, I'm stupid. Give me a second. I almost forgot to roll up her hit points.
Hopefully he's about to become one of the chickens.
That was 19 damage. Nice. Okay, that puts her at that. System shock roll is in order. She does indeed make it. Okay, at this point, she and you are roped by this thingy. But, yeah, basically. Now, the thing is, she's a 3 attacker, but she has to drop the check-in, dodge, so on and so forth. So she does get a singular attack against you. What is your armor class?
My armor class is a 5.
5.
He's going to chomp. He's going to chomp at you.
Yeah, funny story about that.
Would
So,
He's
Borgov
gonna
be
be
able
one
to
of the
parry?
chickens.
oh, that's a good point. Borgov, you were planning on approaching too. Dice your parry, Borgov.
Does that mean he's close enough to be roped?
Find out in session.
We are in session.
I know. So, hold on, give me a second. What level do you attack as with that 7?
I believe that is, wasn't that 4, I think?
You attack at 4th level? Okay. Your Thaco is that number. Except that's monsters. I need to look at fighters. Your Thaco is that number. You rolled a 7. Yeah, okay, that's not going to adjust anything, I don't
There's
think.
also... there's also the plus from his to hit, or that doesn't
Add
count.
that to the to hit. Tell me the total number when you're done. So to hit 5, she needs a that. She rolled a that. What's the difference
So
in that,
that's
guys?
11 at 4th.
11 at 4th. Okay, 4th. So that's 18 versus 13. That's a difference of 5, so that becomes a 6. And then she rolled a that. Minus 6 becomes a that. Okay, Borgov, you will successfully parry as she swings one of those hands at Dorez. And give me a second here to see if I got this right. Yeah, it's a claw bite routine. Yep, just making sure. Okay, yeah, you will successfully parry it, and Chronomed's rope ensnares you, Doris, you, Borgov, and the woman thingy. Umbra, hold person,
Yes.
6 segments versus
5
Actually,
segments.
5 segments.
Yeah, I was wrong.
Ah,
I don't know what I'm
Let me
thinking
double
about.
check.
'Cause it was 7 segments.
Dungeon Master Scorpius dies laughing on the roof.
Dies laughing on the roof. Duly noted. I forgot to open up the player's handbook.
Silently laughing.
Okay.
Yes.
Hold person.
I am
Because
silently
she's the
dying of
only
laughing
one.
upstairs.
She gets a minus.
Well, we'll see, because it might not affect her. I don't know.
Oh.
I need to double check. Okay, Grills, you know what this thing is, right? I believe it is
Yeah.
affected by hold person. It's
I
not
can check.
undead.
Give me a minute.
Shit.
Well, let me check, actually, because maybe. I know what it's related to, so I need to check that.
I am on the page.
Yeah, I'm thinking it should be affected by it, if I've read everything correctly.
Don't they still get a save versus magic though?
They do, yes. So,
-2.
Yeah, she is affectable.
Okay, she got a 2. She fails her saving throw and is held in addition to being held.
Yeah, well, now she can't attack them or bite them.
This is
Which
true.
was
Now,
the main
hold
thing.
person, does that affect spell-like powers?
That is a wonderful question.
No.
Oh, okay. Well, party. What are you doing? Borgov, Doras, you don't really get in action this round, unless you can think of something really clever to do without your arms. Going for insta-kill.
Be clear, over which one of us?
That should be obvious.
Umbra, helping. I'm helping too. Scorpius, you doing anything other than dying of laughter upstairs?
I'm
Yeah,
just
sure.
dying of laughter. Like I can't do anything if Bossman's already going for the kill.
Alright, a Chromid, you will successfully auto-kill it before it does that thing you know it can do. Well, you girls know
Okay.
it can do.
I'll eat if there's anything left over.
Fatality.
I'll eat if there's any left over.
Alright, well, Scorpius, sadly, there won't be any left over. It's dead.
Recall the rope,
My
Dungeon
mom.
Master.
Okay.
So what was this hag, boss?
The Chromede has never seen one of these before.
Alright, party, what are you doing at this time?
Scorpius is going back down to the girls.
Okay. Whoever's keeping track of the keep's resources, mark off 1 chicken. Because that poor bird is dead.
Okay.
Killed by that other bird.
I'm assuming it's contaminated, so it can't really be cooked or anything.
Borgov, would you like to try and cook it and eat it?
No, he's not proficient in cooking.
I am. I'll cook it up for you. You'll just have to eat it, though.
Dungeon
Well, he has
Master.
like Constitution.
Dungeon Master, did I perceive that dagger hit the ground?
Yes.
Okay. Then after I have recalled the rope and reloaded my crossbow, I'll pick up the dagger and go look for those 2 crossbow bolts I fired that missed.
Okay, it's nighttime. One of them you have no fucking clue. The other you also have no fucking clue. It's like the night swallowed them up. Are you gonna keep looking, or are you heading back inside?
No, I will head back. Have they done anything with the body or the chicken?
Party, have y'all done anything with the body or the chicken?
And stay on the roof.
I would try and move the body away from the keep
You
as
got
far away as I
Dora's
feel
dragging it.
comfortable.
Okay. What about the chicken?
I mean, Borgov wanted to eat it.
I say burn it with fire.
Okay. Chronomid, you will get your rope back, obviously, and reload your crossbow. Regular bolts or magical variety?
Regular, because I've only got 3 magic ones left.
Alright. Which poison are you adding?
The giant spitting snake. Okay, well, if they've done something with the chicken, I'm not going to worry about it. But if they hadn't, then I was going to put it aside for Jaziel. But he might eat the thing, so who knows? I'm tempted to track it, but it probably doesn't have a lair any fucking where near here. And yeah, it's night, and if it came from far enough away, the wind has probably eradicated the tracks. So, I'm going to head back inside.
Okay.
And
Doris, how far? Oops, sorry.
I will assume that this is Scorpius' dagger, since I saw it come down from above, and I know his penchant for going to the roof.
And every monster.
And since Scorpius has indicated that he's waiting at the door, I will hand him his dagger as I enter.
Okay. Well, yeah, Scorpius is indeed visible when you get back to the door. Well, I mean, not. Technically, you'll get there sooner, but to keep things moving.
Okay.
Okay. So, Dorez, how far away are you moving that body?
15 yards away, I'd say.
Okay, 45 feet.
Far enough to where it won't be too hard to. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Okay. So at that point, you finished moving the body. At this point, is everyone going to bed, or are people doing anything special?
I'm just going to the kids, telling them it's okay.
I'm going to sleep.
Also, I hear tick. I believe the cat is playing games with me, or it really wants me to track down that pyramid. I'm not sure. We will get to the bottom of this soon.
Hey, is Walter spelled with 2 O's?
No, an O and an A.
Can't wait till the statute of limitations is over and you can tell us which one of our dreams actually means something.
Yes, Borgov.
I think mine meant a lot. The pineapple dream. I think that was really meaningful.
Yeah.
Umbra has the right of it. The pineapple dream was incredibly important to the plot of the universe. It was essential.
Totally.
One day it will rain pineapples.
Oh.
That will change everything.
You just reminded me of the damn song on Raining Tacos.
Dungeon Master, after talking with Scorpius there briefly, I too will go back to bed for the night.
Everyone else also going back to bed?
Secure the key, go back to bed.
Yes. I collect
I'm
my
just
items
checking on
from the
the
girls
kids.
and go to bed.
Okay, checking on the girls, going to bed. Umbra, what were you doing?
Also helping check on the girls.
Alright, well, the girls were scared. The dog practically sat on Inaris towards the end there. It backed her into the corner of her bed and kept her there. And she kind of gives you this pleading look, help me, when you get in. And Chroma looks at it kind of angry, like, because it's betrayed her. And
Chroma's
it's just
jealous.
like, y'all finished up whatever was out there, and, you'll assure her that, yeah, everything's fine, maybe not those exact words, and they'll all go back to sleep, and the dog is basically sleeping on Inaris at this point. Volt will give back the crossbow, Scorpius. Okay. Yeah.
Imagine
Or
both dogs just go up it and lay on Inoros's bed with them.
so.
Inaros, and it's a she.
So, party. No one else is doing anything special. Y'all are going back to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, another 2 hours pass. It's almost daylight, and everyone can give me a round of perception checks at a penalty of 2.
Okay, a 2.
Yes.
Passed by 1.
That's loud.
I'd say I did well enough.
I failed.
Okay. For those of you that made your perception checks, you will hear something outside. Kind of a shift, like a noise, if you will. Like the sound of someone rubbing their hand across the sand if you were right next to it, but obviously you're not right next to it, so it's from further away.
Borgov rolls out of bed and goes to the window to. This is near the front. He's hearing this, right?
You're not quite sure where you're hearing it about, because you heard it for like a second, you wake up and you're listening, it's like, did I hear that? You're not entirely sure if you heard it or not, essentially.
Okay. Again, locking the door behind me as I go to the window to investigate.
Okay.
Going to investigate.
Scorpius Umbra. I know Umbra you failed, but Scorpius you succeeded. So Scorpius, what are you doing?
Damn it, I missed.
Borgov, pulling a Scorpius and going to the roof. Scorpius is typing. Cromie and Dorez are investigating.
Or investigating.
Yes, investigating detective.
Alright, waiting on that.
Why is that loud?
Umbra. The answer is that sound travels via waves, and those waves were big waves. Umbra, wake up, shakes her, then grabs crossbow and arrows, go to the girl room, waking up, get bolt crossbow and arrows, same thing. Taking the dog over to Chroma and telling her, hold on to get back, wake up, Umbra, and go to the girls. Okay. Scorpius, that's going to slow you down a little bit, but you will start to get to there. Vader, let me check that out. I should penalize you for that. I won't, but I should. Okay.
If I'm being woken up, then I'll get ready.
Alright, well,
out.
party. Y'all can give me another round of perception checks, no penalties. Umbra, you'll be getting up at this point as you do it.
Oh yeah, by many.
By 14.
Do I still make one?
No penalties, so did you make your perception score?
Am I rolling
Yeah,
one, did you say?
you'll get one. You're already being woken up.
Maybe.
Yeah, that will wake you up.
Oh, yeah.
Ayo. So, I think that's everyone. For those of you that made your perception checks, there's the sound of something like a crunching noise almost as something fell from a height outside. Sounds like it's coming by the cliff to the, well, from where you all are standing facing the front door, if you will. It's the right-hand side of the keep by the cliff.
So, how fast can Borgov get there, or has he even gotten to the roof yet?
The Borgov, you're heading to the roof, so you'll head on up there, then you're essentially heading back towards the back of the keep. It won't take you long, maybe 10-15 seconds. Chromie, Dorez, I have you both by the front door. Umbra, you're in Umbra and Scorpius' room. Scorpius, you've finished those tasks you're doing, and you're getting your swords out and going in viz and so on and so forth. And then going
Continuing to move in the direction of the noise to investigate. since I
Okay.
don't see jack shit yet.
Okay, so Scorpius, you're headed to the roof. Borgov, you're heading across Dora's Akromid. You'll pass by the chicken coop. Borgov, you'll see it at this point. Umbra, you've gotten up. What are you doing?
Getting my sword, getting my shield, and heading out to see what's going on.
Okay. Borgov, you will see this first. Here, you know what? The Monster Manual 1.
Wait,
Wait, what?
I said sweet. Show me what I observed.
Give me a second. I'm scrolling to it, but there's a lot of monsters in this book of monsters.
Wow,
You'll
they don't say.
recognize this one, Borgov. You've seen it before.
Ooh.
As one of these things has several of its tentacles wrapped around that thingy from earlier, the woman, and apparently yeeted her off the cliff and is now walking towards it. And what are you doing, Borgov?
Now need to really engage. He'll go back down on it, and when he sees people, tell him what he saw.
Okay, so you're heading back down. Dora as an Akromid, you'll round the thing, and you can see the bottom half of the carrion crawler heading down the cliff.
The bottom half of it heading over the cliff.
It's going down the cliff, essentially, so you're seeing the ass end of it as it goes down.
Crossbow.
Crossbow, roll to hit. That's 2 rolls to hit. Dora, is you doing anything?
Yeah, longbow.
Okay, you're drawing out your longbow and notching an arrow, and at this point, Akromid, what'd you roll?
17 and crit.
Okay, the crit's definitely hitting. The 17's almost definitely hitting, because this thing isn't even aware of you, and... Give me a second. Yeah, okay, with that body armor class, fuck no. Okay, Akromid, both of those will be hits, dice your damage, dice your damage. Let me go fully.
99 on percentage.
99 on percentage. Let me go find. Jeez.
I don't know if I could hit it in the head.
No, that will essentially kill it. It's dead. I just need to find the one where it is. Where the fuck did I put the carrion crawlers? Carrion crawlers. Sounds like a band name.
I rolled minimal damage for
It's
both
dead.
bolts.
It's dead. You killed it. Hell, I didn't even need to roll the assassination attempt. It's a gimme. It's dead. You killed it.
Okay. Retrieve my crossbow bolts.
You're gonna have to go, you shoot this thing, and it was holding onto the cliff, and it lets go, because, it's dead, and kind of falls down this 30-foot cliff.
30 foot. Damn it!
Yeah. Are you retrieving those bolts?
Not right now.
Alright. Well, the carrion crawler's body, if you were to walk over to the edge and look down, the carrion crawler's body is now covering up the woman's body. And,
Okay.
yeah, Doras, you get that arrow notched, but Akromid's already taken care of the problem. Borgov... Scorpius, you'll see Borgov heading down the stairs as you head up. What are you doing?
Trying to look over the edge.
Okay. Small miscommunication there, but okay, you're not going visible to talk to him. So Borgov, you're heading down the stairs. You will see Umbra, you'll see Borgov as y'all will basically not pass each other, but you'll see each other. What are you two doing?
Alright.
You can type that out in in-game chat, or actions, respectively. Koromid, Doras, I need to know what you two are doing at this time, and then Scorpius, you're gonna investigate C, and that will take you some time. About 20 seconds. Y'all didn't think he killed all the carrion crawlers, did you?
No, we knew we left one alive.
Okay, reloading and dosing. Mark off your doses, Akromid.
Already did.
Good times, good times. It just wanted the carrion. It would have done nothing if he'd let it alone. Those have been the guys that are stealing the corpses, by the way.
Okay, and Dungeon Master, once my crossbow is reloaded and dosed, I'm going back inside.
I should know, y'all, you feel like you've gotten a full night's rest, and you're suspicious that at this point the sun's gonna be up soon. You feel it. It's like, I woke up, the sun rises at 6, I woke up at 5:40 type of deal.
Well, in that case, I'll go inside and let Kassan know it was just another damn carrion crawler and it's dead. Has Jazeel shown up yet?
It's not yet dawn, so not yet.
Okay.
Actually, girls,
Yes.
Umber's gonna stop you when you walk in, and if you tell her that you killed it.
Yeah, it was just another damn carrion crawler.
Yeah, question about that. Why are we? I know, not against killing random things. Why are we killing those? Wouldn't those
Because if
benefit
there's
us?
no carrion, they'll come after the living.
I guess so. I was gonna say we could use those to just get rid of bodies.
Yeah, well, we can always throw bodies down the cliff, but I've got a use for that last one. All right, Dungeon Master, if Kasan is getting up and other people are starting to stir and go about, then I'm going to go check on those other bodies, the saber claws and we had something else over there that was humanoid.
I mean, they used to have something there.
You
They were
already took care of the saber claws, though.
The bodies were moved a few hundred feet away. Yeah, Crowmead, the demon bodies, this out-of-world knowledge, obviously, that they're demons,
Yeah.
those dissolved. And
Okay.
2 more of the saber claws are missing. There's just 1.
Okay.
And it's in pretty nasty shape. It looks like something might have been chewing on it. You're not sure if that's just Jazeel, though.
Well, since we're doing odd shit, next thing I'll do is go to inside and replenish my crossbow bolts and my iron rations.
Okay, mark it up where you want it to
Okay.
be.
20 of each. Then after that, I'm going to go look for the 2 crossbow bolts that I lost in the middle of the night. Now that I'll
Still
even break
waiting
up.
for me to be able to do anything because he just left me on the roof.
Don't worry, Scorpius, I'm actually about to shift over to you. So you're
But
going to
I'll
be
use-
looking for those crossbow bolts at Crowmead?
Yeah, and I'll use continual light thingy.
Okay. Scorpius, you'll have seen the body go over the... Going for a smoke. Okay, Scorpius, you'll have seen the body over the edge. And the other people heading inside. What are you doing?
Going to go check out the animals.
Okay, which
I'm not
animals?
gonna. The ones at the front. The horses, the camels, the chickens.
Okay,
My 2 goats.
so checking out all the animals. Okay, I thought there was
Yes.
one specifically.
And I will be climbing down the front end.
Climbing down the front end. Okay, what's your
Mhm.
climb walls? Or are you going back down via the stairs? Did I misunderstand?
Nope, I'm climbing over the edge, and it is 50%.
Alright, you climbed down successfully. Even if he had fallen, he would have just, oof, I fell on my back and broke my invis and lost a hit point.
No, I would
Not
have
very-
stone skinned.
That's a good point, stone skin. Still would have lost the invis, though. Good times, good times. Well, regardless, yeah, the animals seem fine. Umbra, you and Borgov were talking. Are you still going outside?
Well, I had that talk with Cormid as well.
Talk with the Chromite as well, okay. Dorez,
And then-
you're just going inside from what I can tell?
To be entirely honest, I thought I was already outside and that's where it happened.
Well, Borgov, you saw it outside and from the roof, and then you went back down via the staircase. So you're back inside the keep. You see Umbra, you tell her what happened, Coromid shows up.
And I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Okay.
I-
So, yeah, no. Coromid, you're gonna be searching for your arrows when the sun rises and light shines upon Denalia, by the way.
Okay.
That's the wrong one. I'll do, though. Okay, the first arrow bolt you will find, you must have passed over it in the night.
Okay.
Second one you will also find, lucky you, from earlier. The other 2 you believe to still be stuck in that carrion crawler. Speaking of which, light was about to shine and you hear the pop that is teleportation, or plane shifting. From the
Okay.
front. And Scorpius, you're checking on the animals and Jazeel pops into existence. You do not believe he's aware of your presence.
Well, Dungeon Master, unless you rolled saving throws for those arrows, I find them, but they're broken.
Yeah, basically.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to go over to Jaziel.
And so you'll head on over. There's Jaziel.
We got a short little trip to make, friend. And I'll mount up.
Okay. I'm guessing you're going to have him fly you down the cliff so you can recover your bolts.
Yes, and in case he wants a snack. I don't expect him to eat carrion crawler, but here's the thing, Jaziel. Before you start eating that thing, if you want to eat it, let me try something. This will take about 10 minutes. Dungeon Master, I'm going to try animate dead on that thing.
Okay, give me a second. To the player's handbook. Animate. Dead.
Wouldn't it also work on the prey that it was about to eat? Even if it's only humanoids?
You get to pick and choose.
Okay. Oh, that's because this is cleric version. I need to look at the magic user version. And except as above, this is the same as the cleric version. God damn it.
Yeah, so I think the casting time is different, but yeah.
I think ours is like a round. Yours is like a turn, isn't it?
Yeah, something like that.
Yep, I'm familiar. I actually worked on an animate dead spell. Invented one for a possible necromancer character. Okay. Well, at Crowmead, you get the components, and, you know, you have a drop of blood, a piece of human flesh, a pinch of bone powder, or a bone shard to complete the spell with. And you're attempting it on the carrion crawler?
No!
Oh.
The woman!
The woman. Okay, give me a second to double check that then.
I know it's not going to work on the carrion crawler. I'd need to animate monster.
Ah,
Dead
clever,
monster
clever.
for that.
Yeah, no. God damn it, Vader. I'm trying to run a session and you're... God damn it, man. Yeah. Give me a second to think about that. Because I have thought about this before, I just want to make sure. Yeah, no, that's going to be a fail, I think.
Okay.
I know, it's experimental. Will this work on this? And I think you understand my reasoning for it. You know the spell as well as I do. But hey, points for trying. So after the 10 minutes are up, you're, going to offer it to Jaziel, and Jaziel actually ate pretty well last night, so, he'll decline, and as far as your bolts, you will recover both of them, should you choose to.
Yes, I choose to.
And they are indeed intact.
Yay! Okay, well, chap, if you decide you want it after all, you know where it's at, if it stays for very long. And I'll mount back up so we can go back up topside quick and easy.
Alright. Well, y'all go up topside, and that's, 10 minutes later. So, okay. Scorpius, Borgov, Dorez, Umbra, are you all doing anything special before breakfast?
Helping make breakfast.
Nope.
Okay, Scorpius is typing. It's been a fun day. There's something fun soon.
And Dungeon Master, I will spend 15 minutes while they're cooking breakfast memorizing another spell.
Okay.
And doing...
I ain't hit the cat with this one yet either.
Okay, waiting for Scorpius to finish typing, otherwise we'll move on to breakfast and thereafter. You know, let's get some better music for this. Change into chainmail, ask boss if he could test something on him after he's done doing what he needs to do. Okay, Scorpius, you'll find Bossman as he and Jaziel ride up to the keep. Apparently they were busy doing something. You're not sure what. Umbra, you're helping Kassan make food. You think you're doing a good job.
And what do you need to test, Scorpius? See. Scorpius, since it makes you inaudible as well as invisible, I'm sure it would. Yes. And how would you intend on testing that? And particularly on me. I'd just assume not have to replace a stone skin. Well.
Okay, Scorpius, go into your room. Okay, so Crowmaid, Umbra and Kassan will have made breakfast at this point. Scorpius, are you foregoing breakfast to go to your room? Otherwise, everyone, I assume you're going to the, words.
Eat.
Yeah, going to eat. That would be the words.
Yes. Yes, I will eat.
Okay, advancing time. Vader, I swear to God. Okay.
Are you saying that you don't like these ship hosts?
Oh, I do. Okay, studies and, well, eating a ration. Right. Ration. Words are very hard. Okay, duly noted. Everyone else, I have you eating around the table. Kuromid, you'll have finished up eating. There will be a knock at the door.
Okay.
Dog is
I'll go
barking
in.
again, Scorpius. You can hear it, but I'm not.
I'll go answer it.
The Urania.
Okay, did I get that spell memorized, Dungeon Master?
Yeah, you had time to get the 15 minutes.
Okay, just checking. Alright, then, companions, I go to deal with the Web Queen. Have care while I'm gone.
Okay.
And
So-
I will, yeah. Ian is typing.
Yep. That's how you spell Dayu.
Okay.
So party, let me
anyhow.
know what... I tried to correct it. I did not.
I'll mount up and go with them.
Okay. Check these guys. They are creature catalog.
How many of them are there visible?
There is the one visible, but you hear the skittering of the others. I'm checking
Okay.
the movement speed. Okay, they actually move decently fast compared to a human. Okay, Umbra, Doras, Scorpius. I need to know your actions. Scorpius, I assume that you're going to be studying all day unless you say otherwise. Also, you've changed back into your leather armor, duly noted. Okay, sounds good. So I just need to know Borgov, Doras, and Umbra. Y'all can type that out. Kroramid,
Cormid's wife, what's her name? I'm blanking for some
Kassan.
reason.
Kassan.
Kassan, there he is.
Okay. So yeah, at Kroramid, you'll be following the spiders. You know, they can't even keep pace with Jazeel, so you're following in line with them. They occasionally click back and forth. You think they might have a language that they're speaking, or maybe that's just ambient noise that they're compelled to make?
Oh, I'm pretty sure they have their own language.
Okay, give me a second. I need to make a notation on my DM level map. Okay, so how fast are y'all gonna travel? They're not traveling at maximum speed, but with most due haste, and they are traveling in a direct line. Call that about that many hours. Terrain is not terrain, but the thing is pretty secure, so I know what the keeps encounters are gonna be at. You won't have any encounters from anything else along the way. Okay. Training, taking care of kids, and helping Kasam with whatever. Okay, give me a second. Okay. So, party, I feel kind of bad leaving you here. You all can type in character chat to roleplay, otherwise at Chromade, you and I are going to speed on through this at a good pace without going too fast. So you're going to travel with the Arania for about 2 hours. They're doing that thing they do. And you'll come to a more rocky section of the desert.
Okay.
There is a small cliff hill thing. And you see by the base of it, there is indeed an opening underneath this protrusion from the ground. It's not very well hidden, but because you're headed straight for it, it was pretty easy to pick out.
Okay.
So, you will start to head inside. I should note that this tunnel, it's wide, but it's not exactly tall. Jazeel doesn't exactly look like he's going to fit in, and the Urania will say to you, yeah, they don't know if you can ride the Hell Horse, and the Web Queen might not take well to it because fire webs, and they'll ask you if you're willing to have him wait outside.
Jazeel, if you don't mind waiting. And,
He will give you a nod, and the Arena seem kind of surprised that he's intelligent. One of them actually apologizes to him. And yeah. So you've got the one spider in front of you that's, you know, he says, okay, you have heat vision, just follow me.
Yep.
And you'll be following him, and you can hear from the left and right side of you what sounds like others, and they'll have to shift behind you because this passage is only wide enough for maybe 2 of these things abreast. Having you in the middle would be too wide. So you're gonna head down this passageway. Levels out pretty quickly and goes under this rocky structure. It is dark, there aren't very many webs at this point, the entry point. It continues for about 100 or so yards, and the arena in front of you stops, and I assume you're stopping too?
Yes.
Alright, and it just tells you to hold for a second, and it clicks a thing, and it hears clicking in response, and it says, okay, we can proceed. And
Okay.
yeah, y'all will continue moving forward into a much larger chamber. The chamber is circular in nature. You don't really detect any other heat signatures. You can just tell, okay, the space has opened up. There's a slight difference between the air heat and the cave wall heat.
Okay.
But that allows you to get a feeling for the scope of the room. It's large, and you see kind of the heat signature distorting around web-like constructs and such. And there are a couple Arania that you can indeed see. They are there. They are at attention, looking at you.
Okay.
And yeah, so Grills, you probably know that the Arania encounter, you don't get more than 10. There's definitely more than 10 here. This is a whole colony of them. And of course, the centerpiece of this, off a bit to the side from the entryway, so it's not in a direct line of fire. If you would shoot, say, a fireball down the tunnel, there is a large webbing by the ceiling wall, like on the where the wall meets the flooring. There's like a big web there, and on the web is a very large Arania, maybe the size of 2 of them or 3 of them squashed together, if you will.
Okay. I'll go up to about 15 feet from this large one, and I'll steeple my fingers, nod.
It does indeed return the steepling of the fingers.
Your Majesty, I presume.
Okay, give me a second to get in character here. Indeed. My children say you are a powerful sorcerer, willing to trade spells.
Yes.
This is good.
I've prepared one that your man said you were particularly interested in. And I will produce that copy of Fireball that, if you remember last session, I made a copy of.
Alright.
And if one of her attendants is close by, I will hand it to said attendant.
Alright, the Arania that you stone-skinned earlier, or so you think, you're pretty sure it's that one, but they kind of look pretty samey to you. Will indeed take it. You think that's the guy that led you, by the way, but it's hard to tell, you know? You're not trying to be racist, but they all look the fucking same.
Yeah.
Okay, let me pull them up.
And I'm assuming at this point somebody's going to have to produce some kind of light, but I'll let them do it.
Yeah, no. So they will say that they have a gemstone with them they use for reading from the Book of Magic, their spell book, and they will produce it. Shield your eyes.
Yes, I do.
Yeah. They produce it, and indeed, Crowmade, you're in a large cavern. There are spiders. Not a lot of them. You can see eggs on the walls and such. You can see the Arania. And you can see this one. It's indeed an Arania, but big.
Big. Yep.
And it will call for 2 attendants to bring the Book of Spells. And they have a book. You're not entirely sure what construct that's made of. It looks old as hell. Kind of cobwebbed over at points. And yeah, it's large, too. It's proportionate to the large Arania. As in it could flip it open and read from it. Yeah. They have a small rock that they use to, like a small flat rock they use as a table to read it from, and they will gently set it down there. And at this point, at Crowmade, assuming you're not going to go fireball these things, they're willing to exchange spells with you legitimately, so we can talk back and forth as them and keep things moving so the party isn't too bored.
Okay, then real quickly, then I'll ask them very politely if I can look at their book to see what spells they have.
Right. See, this is where the problem comes in. See, the spells are written in something you don't know what it is. It looks like chicken scratch.
They have a different type of magic.
Is there a universal magic language?
Pretty much. There's clerical and there's magic user.
I suppose that's a good point. Give me a second. I thought myself so clever. Of course they have spider magic, but maybe you're right. Is magic? For the sake of simplicity, I want to say yes. For the sake of being a funny DM, I want to say no. I'm gonna think on that, but there's a workaround here anyways, so we'll either use the workaround or it's the same.
Okay.
It definitely looks weird, but okay, you can read. At this point, you're seeing each spell, taking a time to just observe, okay, what is this spell?
Yeah, just see what spells they've got, because I've probably got more than they do.
Definitely. I have messaged you the thing. Some of it, of course, you know. Others, he.
Okay, I have that. Don't have it, don't care about it. Same. Have it. Have it. Have it. Run. Don't have it, don't care about it. Tensor's floating disk, huh? Maybe. Let's see. Don't have it. Don't have that. Have that. Don't have it, not worried about it. Same. Have it. Have it.
Oof. They really had nothing to offer, huh?
Don't have that, not sure if I want it. Would like that. They do have polymorph other. And
Yeah, oh, I'm stupid. I should have mentioned this. There was a pool of water at Crowmead by the entryway. Something that, say, if you had the fire water spell, would be very handy.
Ah, yes.
He.
Okay. All right. Now that I've seen what they've got. So I will express my interest in Gust of Wind, Haste. Do I have protection for it? No, but I'm not really worried about that. Dig, Polymorph Other, and
Those
Tensor's Floating Disk.
Okay.
Now I will inquire, do they have the means to copy these spells readily?
They have some high-quality parchment and fine ink. They did capture a magic user at one point and expand their spells. But it's sufficient for maybe 4 or 5 spells, assuming that nothing goes wrong.
Okay. Do they have a top caster other than the queen or what?
Top caster? What do you mean?
Like one who's better than the others?
Not just the web mother.
Okay. So. Oh, they have, wait, invisibility or, yeah, not 10 foot. All right. So I will inform them of the spells that I have that they don't, but not everything. I'm not sharing Fire Gout. That's not coming cheap or easy.
Well, they're interested, of course, in Stone Skin.
Oh, I bet they are. I will trade them Stone Skin for Polymorph Other.
Accepted. They can prepare a scroll for it if you prepare a scroll of yours, of course.
Okay. Let's see. I will offer them Innervation for Dig.
Enervation. That's the one where it's a beam of... Here, let me look.
Beam of black energy. It temporarily suppresses life energy levels.
Alright, that's workable. Very workable. We'll accept that.
Okay. Let's see. I'm exchanging, and as a show of good faith, since I've already brought Fireball and given it over to them, for haste.
Okay, agreed. That's a fun one, that. They don't like to use it much, though. It's mainly as a last-ditch effort. If the guys are out of spells, the big one casts haste, and they all get swords and stab at it. Whatever it is they're attacking.
Okay. I will offer them, and this ought to make their day. I will offer them lightning bolt
Ooh.
in exchange for the remainder of the spells that I'm interested in. Tensor's floating disc, gust of wind,
What have we? I just realized. What have we done?
and
Oh, girls? What have you done? I just realized. We've just made spiders.
say
Oh
wizard
my God.
block. Just to round things off.
Alright. Lightning Bolt for Gust of Wind and Wizard Lock. I mean, Gust of Wind is a very useful spell.
No, it's not.
Very useful when the adventurers come in with their torches and then you shut them into darkness. But, okay, understandable. It's a more situational spell, and Lightning Bolt is
very
excellent.
situational. Lightning bolt is an excellent class 1 war spell.
Alright, agreed.
Very good.
So,
Then,
mine shall copy down the spells and prepare scrolls for the next couple days.
and it will take me longer as I'm working alone, but I will do so at my keep, and I will leave copies of the spells with my woman. I should be available for the next few days before we make our next supply run. Are your people interested in acquiring more live food?
Yes, that is very agreeable.
Very good, then. If they would bring money, and on my next trip to town, I will see about getting more of these provisions for your people as well.
Alright, we can bring gold pieces.
Very good. It seems we have a very good working relationship, Your Majesty. I hope many years of continued success. I will be bringing more people to my keep, but again, they will all know of the red armbands. And as I'm sure one of your children has informed you about my neighbor to the west, who does know of the red armbands, but he is not very sociable.
Alright, understood.
Very well, then. I believe our business as it is concluded.
Oh, likewise, please don't come to the keep unannounced.
Yes,
Not
I
the
will.
keep, the cave, the cavern, the house.
I will take a very good look at her face, and I will say I will contact you personally before making any unannounced visits. Unless emergency dictates otherwise.
Would love a copy of that telepathy spell, however you perform it.
Yes. Well, let us see how things continue, and we've made good opening gestures here. I believe we will have a long and successful friendship.
Very well.
All right. And with that, I will take my leave of the Web Queen. I assume one or more of them will escort me outside.
Yep. And, yeah.
All right, then I'll...
Just the Dark Creations entry for the Gargantua and Arena. Congratulations, you've unlocked it as a companion, essentially. As long as you don't go and fireball them, they're happy with you. So, yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, when I get back to the surface, I'll give the steepled fingers and the nod to whichever Arene are there, and then I'll mount up and ride for home.
Alright. Obviously, now that you're not being led by Arena, it takes you a lot less time, because Jaziel can move fast.
Yeah, Jaziel can cut loose if he wants to.
So yeah, the rest of the party, Crormead will get home a little bit after lunchtime or so. And yeah, Crormead Keep will be in sight, you're hungry, it's lunchtime, and you've successfully bargained with the spiders to make them more deadly, as they make you more deadly.
Well, yeah, but now if we get under serious siege, the cavalry might come on 8 legs.
Someone quote that. 8 legs with lightning bolt bitches. Although, you
Yeah.
know this about Arene, they have very limited spell slots, so
Yeah,
most
I
of them
figured
can't
as
use that
much.
shit.
I've been avoiding their entry since we made contact with them so that I could play as legitimately as possible.
Mhm.
But yeah, I figure they probably top out at 7th level or something like that, if that
They
high.
wish. They wish.
So yeah, I've probably given them more of a choice of what they're going to throw rather than, oh, fireball, lightning bolt, da da da. You know,
Well, the thing is, having acquisition of a working fireball spell that's of a higher level, okay, let's tone it down a bit and invent a lesser level spell. Research materials.
Spark Bolt.
and that's something else I can sell them. Research materials. Because they can't trade in the human city.
Nope, you're about to invent a arch spider. I hope you realize that.
I'm an intermediary, and again, I'm still an arms merchant. It's just I'm selling a different type of arms.
As long as you don't start selling
Question
spider legs.
about
Go ahead.
spells. Is there a spell called Spark Bolt? Because most times Spark Bolts are like smaller version of fireballs.
Well, Umbra, if you wish to pray for such a spell, you'll have to invent it.
No, I'm asking if that's a thing if that's a thing here for like magic users.
I don't recall
So
such
I
a
don't
spell
actually-
exists.
Yeah, because in most games and such, Spark Bolt is known as a smaller fireball type of thing. You name it that? Yeah.
So regardless, it looks like we're about to have another time skip. Alright, so Crowmead, everyone, I assume you're having lunch minus Scorpius, who is still studying, I presume?
Yeah, I imagine I'm still on my way back to the keep.
No, at this point you've made it back to the keep, and it will be just after
I'm
lunch.
effectively ignoring everyone unless it's life endangering. So,
Okay,
yes.
so I made it back to the keep by lunchtime. Okay.
You know. Like, okay, it took you 2 hours to travel there, and, knock knock?
No, I was going to say, well, not ignoring everyone, I still would go and train in ours, and then, the girl's reading and writing lesson.
Okay. Well, Dungeon Master, in that case, when I get back, of course, I'll eat lunch with the party, tell them that the negotiations went very well, explain to Kasan how they'll be bringing copies of spells that I did not have, and I need to make up some copies for them. And, it's explain the situation to my companions that are present. And eat lunch.
Alright.
Then Dungeon Master, I need to pee and I'm going to get a smoke. And when I come back, because I'm going to use the right spell to make this copies, so back in a few.
We'll dice for that after lunch. Okay. The rest of the party, after lunch, is there anything you all are doing that's special, or just following the current set actions for the round of training, taking care of kids, helping Kasan with whatever, and working on working on magic primer and so on? Okay. Well, now that we're here, let me go roll for some stuff. Alright. Yeah, Umbra, you're helping Kasan with whatever, and she's pretty moody. Just irritated at something. It's the dog.
Pregnancy.
No, it's the dog. She barking, running around, and slobbering on her nice floors, and she's making the kids clean up after it and such. Yeah. Well, that's the thing, Yorgov. You don't have to be a side character. The Corvos were meant to be the supporting cast, and they're doing a damn good job of keeping busy.
Umbra's just trying to stay out of her way, then. Trying to help as much as she can, though.
Well, your efforts are appreciated. Nemesis didn't exactly teach you anything about, people skills when it comes to that kind of stuff, but you can make it feel.
I'm trying.
You did give this time to talk between characters. But you chose not to. Well, sometimes it can be hard to come up with a good conversation point. That's usually when I throw the Nilbog Tarask, because damn, that thing's worth talking about. That reminds me, actually. Damn it. Keep opening up the wrong thing.
Okay, and I'm back. Thank
Welcome
you.
back.
Thanks. Alright, so I gotta look at that spells again and do some math. Minor math. Okay. Let's see. I was trading them a fourth for a fourth. Another fourth for a fourth. That's 2 fourths. Let's see. Lightning bolt for haste. No, it was. Well, I traded them I'm trading them 2/3, but I only have to make one. I think that covered it, didn't it?
I think so.
Okay,
I'll be honest,
so
I'm slipping here. I should be taking notes and I'm not. I'm trusting you to keep me honest.
okay. Well, I'm gonna have to copy 2 fourth levels and a third.
Checks out.
11 hours.
Stone Skin, Fireball, and a Lightning Bolt.
And innervation.
And Innervation. That's right. Fireball
But I
is
already-
third. But you already
Yeah,
gave them Fireball.
Yeah, I've already given them a goodwill token, so to speak, that they got one and they haven't produced jack shit.
Mm-hmm. That was a sign of good faith, and that was really good.
So, I'm going to need 11 hours, but I don't expect to do it all in one sitting. So I will start with the Fireball spell, or I'm sorry, the Lightning Bolt.
Okay.
And since I told you that the previous night I swapped out a spell, I do have the right spell memorized.
Okay,
so
so that's
after
going to take you 3 hours?
Yeah, so after lunch, I'm going to make a copy of Lightning Bolt for them.
Okay. You will get your 3 hours, because right now I've just got, people training and so on and so forth. I already rolled for encounters for today, so I know when the next thing happens. But you will get those next 3 hours. Likewise, party, what you all are doing for the next 3 hours. After you're done with that, Akrora you've still got a few hours at least until dinner.
Okay, then I will see if... Okay, let me write these down. Big Ollie Case Gus T's FD. Oh, and Wizard Block they owe me.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's gonna take them a couple weeks.
So I'm just entering it here in our private messages, so I remember what spells I'm getting.
Mm-hmm. Send it to me.
And I might trade them other stuff at a later date now that I know what they have.
4, 4, 3, 3, 1. What was that? 2? Yeah. 4, 4, 3 is 8, 3, 11, 12, 14. Exactly 14 days to copy it. So the 15th day will be 1. Okay, I know what day the spiders will give over their spells. They do indeed have the supplies to copy it, although not much else.
Okay.
Man, I wanted to do something clever there at the spider scratch, but yeah. Okay, you doing another spell before dinner?
No, I will, if anybody is practicing skills and they need my help, then I'll help them with that. Double check that we only lost one chicken.
Kassan's suggesting maybe let the rooster, let them make some more chickens.
Well, it's either that or the next time we make a supply run, I'll get a couple more chickens.
Okay. But yeah, she
But
seems put
I
out
know
about
how
that.
I know how she's craving the eggs right now.
Yeah, basically. You know, with the dog craving the eggs, she's in a bad mood today.
Okay.
But, you know, still happy to see you, of course, at Gromade. Okay, so assuming no one does anything special, you know, dinner time will come around. Umbra, I assume you're helping make it?
Yep.
It's pretty good. And yeah, Scorpius, I don't know if you're still going for the ration. If so, you know, mark off your lunch, obviously. Or if you're coming out to eat dinner with everyone else. But, yeah. It'll be after dinner. You ain't leaving the room? Okay, make sure to mark off a ration or let me know if you're starving yourself.
Umber's dragging. Umber will try and drag him out. If not, then bring food to him.
17 and
Alright, Umbra, you figure out with Scorpius if Scorpius is coming out, and if not, then, yeah.
20 meals iron.
It's just like, come on, you need to eat.
Okay, letting that stand wherever it ends up standing. Yeah, hell yeah you are, Scorpius. You are one hell of a studying person.
You're studying. Yeah.
Yeah, you're studying. Okay.
Umbra brings him his food, and Scorpius studs on her.
God damn it, girls. I know I made the exact same stuff, but god damn it. Okay. So allowing for that, you'll either eat the food Umbra brings, or a ration, or not at all. We're gonna get towards the nighttime.
Okay. So yeah, for dinner time again, DM, we're pretty much doing mundane stuff. I will get the right spell back, which
Okay.
takes a whole whopping 3 minutes. But
You will get
otherwise,
that time.
I'll just help the various party members with their training and studies and whatnot as they pop up.
Well, party, do y'all want to do a 2-day time skip?
I would
Just
like
to
that.
Have a Chromie do his spells. You all will train with your shit. Those of you with proficiencies or points to spend, let me know. Scorpius, if you want, you can study your spellbook for those 2 additional days, and I will mark off that you've been studying for that long. Any opposed to that idea?
I'm down with that.
Not opposing, but I have a question.
Go ahead.
When did we say? I guess this isn't just towards you, towards everyone. When did we figure out how long Xavier would take?
I thought it
Guess
was
this
a
is
couple of
turn-
weeks.
I don't remember. I want to ask.
I don't remember either, but I think it was a couple of weeks.
Don't worry, I never even got a time frame for my special order.
The lanterns?
Hmm.
I have that written down.
Would you
Okay.
be so kindly to tell me when?
I believe I did tell you, but in case I forgot to, they'll be ready around day 108 or so. It's day 96 currently, so... They probably gave you like a 2-week note. Yeah, that's right, we
Yeah,
definitely
thank
talked
you.
about it, because they were very busy making swords and armor, because now's the time to make them, so they're hot and ready, fresh off the smithy, when all the idiots that are competing in the tournament want to buy a longsword, because their granddad's old chain armor fits them, but they don't have a sword. And it's the majority of them buy longswords for some fucking reason. Alright. So, any objections to the time skip otherwise?
Nope. Not from me.
Okay. In that case, party, believe it or not, I just rolled for encounters, and yeah, the next 2 days, day 97 and day 98, pass without encounter. During that time at Chromite, I believe you should have sufficient time to make your scrolls.
I believe so.
Alright, in that case, day 99. Morning, light shines upon Denalia.
Alright, and in place of right, what do I want? What do I want? Color spray?
Give me a second to put that note.
Shield? Sleep? You know what I'm feeling? I'm feeling sleep is a good catch-all here. Okay, so I'm full up there. I'm full up there. And
Okay.
yes, I'm full up. Good.
Party Kasan has made a breakfast with the help of Umbra, of course. It's decent quality. She's in a pretty good mood today. Smiling and humming and yeah. The kids are, working on it. Inaros has kind of warmed up to the puppy, the dog at this point, and you'll catch her feeding it occasionally and such. And Chroma is infuriated by that at no means, because she showers the thing with love and attention, and it just wants Inaros. And Volt finds the whole thing hysterical.
Okay.
Yeah, Scorpius, I forget if you ever gave the girls anything. Well, you've been practicing reading, writing with them. You'll notice Inaros likes to draw numbers. Not Inaros, Volt likes to draw numbers sometimes.
Yes, we've went over this with her before already.
Yep. Alright, so party, what are y'all doing on this day 99? The last double-digit day of the year?
Alright, y'all ready to go for that dark cube thingy?
I believe we were gonna wait.
We were
for
going to
Xavier.
take Xavier with us for that one.
Oh, that's right. Alright, then let's see. I've traded spells with the Web Queen. Sort of.
We
kind
could go find where the cat's been sleeping.
Ah, that's right. Y'all have been having those semi-prophetic dreams. Do y'all wish to head off in a particular direction? I think the Sis'thik are to the north.
Because there's the where the cat's been sleeping. We have been told where it is. Go through the spiders.
Say that again.
We've been told where the cat has been sleeping. Through the spiders.
Oh,
We
then what's
could
when
drop-
you go-
We could
go
also
take-
drop off the ale.
Which direction does the cat lair?
The spider people told you that.
Well, Dungeon Master, what direction did they tell me?
They said there was a cave it apparently rested at towards the south of the keep.
South of the keep.
Sort of a southeast. Not
That
quite pure
wouldn't-
south.
We could go south of Renvera. Okay. So it's not quite on the way to the road, but it's kind of.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the ale is to the west. The possible cat's lair is to the southeast. And the Sis'thik are probably to the north. We could go south of Renvera. Scorpius, are you suggesting just an exploration?
So we know for certain this thing is out there.
Oh, it's out there somewhere. Well, not dropping off the ale to Umbra's fellow clergyman,
X what?
Xavier.
His first name is Charles.
Okay, so yeah, he was going to bring us information on the cat. So we should probably wait on that before we go hunt it down, just in case he turns up anything pertinent. So, gang, what say? Do y'all want to take the ale to... Damn it, I can't remember his name, Double M.
You've never
Doesn't
heard
have
the
a name.
Oh, he has a
Well,
name. Y'all
My
have been
character's heard it. The High Priest of...
Do I know the name? Because he is my high priest.
Not from your temple, he's not. He was a stranger to that city. He doesn't
fair.
like cities. Fucking give him
Yeah, that's
flight
fair.
and fireball in a few hours and he'd be happy. Just burn a city down. He's a pleasant guy. Alright.
So
Well,
it's
you all
either-
figure out where you want to go. I need to go grab something. I'll be back in just a minute. Bathroom breaks are also appropriate at this time.
Yeah, I'm going to go for a smoke. Y'all decide, do we want to go look for the Sis'thik, or do y'all want to deliver the ale? I'll be back in like 2.
Alright, I'm back. Girls went to get a smoke. I went to get about 1 billion pounds worth of water. Okay, like 12, but still.
Double M.
Yeah, huh?
You really need to watch that water addiction of yours.
Uh-huh, I know. If I don't have it, I might die.
I'll be right back.
Man, my dice got out of order. I need to fix this. While we wait for Grills to come back.
So
you
to
know
get the last piece of Hero, it's going to require all 3 of us.
what? The last piece of Harrow. Oh,
hmm It's going to require all 3 of us to do. Me and
not-
Ninja killing, and you limboing them.
I hate to be that guy, but please don't play Warframe while we're having a session, man. I know right now it's kind of
Considering-
slow.
Yeah, I went in to get my upgrades.
Alright,
I haven't
know.
been here all day.
I switched over to the purple dice. Now, Golden said he had to go. We're gonna give him a minute to come back.
Okay. And since I don't see anything from Dorez or Morgov about their preference, I'm going to vote with Scorpius here that we go look for the Sis'thik to the north.
Okay. Gonna give Umbra another 60 seconds or so to come back. Otherwise, we'll keep going and I'll pull up the Sis'thik. The thick Sith.
Right. And Dungeon Master, just a reminder, I will be using the spyglass periodically as we travel.
Okay, thank you for the reminder.
Yep.
Let's see, the not vampires from Oasis, the pants looters. That's a fun one. The Arena.
Ooh, that's something else. We need to keep our eyes open for sign of the Blood Hunters.
He. Stalwart. That thing. That thing. Oh, actually, hold on, wait. Fucking. You wanna know the sad thing? It's too late to track it now, obviously, but the thingy you all killed, the 7.5 foot tall woman, did have treasure.
Yeah. Damn
I'm
it.
back.
Welcome back.
I thought my mom yelled that a cat got out the window. No.
No.
I thought I heard a cat got out the window. No. She said there's a rat outside. I was like, well, I can't do anything about it. It's a rat. It's outside.
Well, there's lots of things you could do about it, but
I can't go out there and go catch it. Like, it ran off.
well, yeah, deal. It's a done deal then. Okay, so Golden, unless you have a different opinion, it's looking like we're going to go north and look for the Sis'thik.
All right.
Okay, give me a second because I realized I've been neglecting my XP calc. 1 carrion crawler.
I'm not good with.
Max HP.
I have spells and such already.
And of course, Dungeon Master, I'm going to leave the copies of those spells with Kasan.
Okay.
So I'm playing Fallout.
Does what?
Is someone playing Fallout?
Not
Yeah.
at the moment.
Junior is.
Oh, you heard the
Yeah.
bat sound, and that's
Yeah.
iconic.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right, so let's see. How many wagons do we want to take?
I'm taking mine.
All right, did you want to have the whole party loaded on yours, or do you want to take 2
Borgoff
wagons?
has his own horse.
Well, y'all figure that out. If y'all want to take one of my wagons along for hauling off loot, because we may encounter other shit on the way, that's fine. I'll be riding on Jazeel.
Yes, did you buy a horse?
Me? Yeah.
Torres. Torres.
I don't think he's fully there, but Borgov would prefer to take his horse.
I'm thinking that Dom fell asleep again.
So do we
Sleeping
just leave
sickness.
him at the keep?
Yeah, if he's asleep at getting keyboard face, then I would suggest we leave him at the keep, Dungeon Master.
Alright, worst case scenario, it's like, oh, I woke up and followed behind you all and I was 10 minutes behind the whole time until you all stopped and I encountered you again. I can dig that. Where
Okay,
the
but
hell?
in addition to the horses to pull my wagons, I do have an extra riding horse that I let somebody use at one point, but it's my horse. Or it's Khan's horse, or whoever's horse.
Anyone remember what monster manual / creature catalog the Sis'thik is from? It should be Fiend Folio, right? Or actually, hold on, I think I know which one it is.
Creature catalog.
Aha. I think it might be this one, is the selling thing. Yep, it's in the other one, I think.
It is creature catalog.
But no, more than that, it's,
Master, do note I am in chainmail and invisible now. If we are on the wagons.
in chainmail whilst on the wagon. Okay.
Of course, Borgov would have obviously had his armor or on, his plate mail.
Well, for the life of me, oh, there's the Zytar. So they're definitely here. Where the fuck are they? I'm sorry,
Just
guys.
search up their name.
I did, and it's not getting it to me.
Hang on. Because my creature catalog has an alphabetical listing.
Mine does too, but it's.
I just have to go past the habitat index.
Actually, it's a good point. I could look at the bottom. That would tell me.
Page 45.
Page 45. Thank you.
You're welcome.
42, 43, 44, 45. There they are.
Okay, so in that case, since we have Scorpius and Umbra on Scorpius wagon, I assume, and Borgov on his horse, and I'm on point as usual, followed by the wagon. Borgov, are you riding up front with me, or are you taking the drag position?
If you wouldn't mind, Borga, I would like to ride up with you.
Right. Dorez, you wake up from your walking slumber. It looks like the party's about to head out.
Alright. Sorry, my internet just completely crashed on me.
Oof.
Did you give me back my spell book?
I believe so.
Okay, so Dorez, I assume you're going to be with Borgov then? Or actually, Borgov's on his horse. What are you going to take?
So we're not taking the third wagon?
Well, we're going to go to the north and look for the Sis'thik. So, are y'all going to ride horses or take a second wagon?
I think we should just ride horses.
All right.
Yeah.
Did you
I'm
buy?
taking my wagon.
What was, carrying the wagon?
That was the core meats horses. Did you buy a horse for yourself? Is what he's asking.
No, because I've been using the wagon.
Okay. Well, do you want to use a wagon or ride a horse?
Either works for me.
We'll pick one.
I guess let's go with the horse.
Okay. All right. So me on Jazeel, Borgov, and Dorez on horseback, and Scorpius and Umbra on Scorpius wagon.
Okay.
And I don't know where everybody is riding, but I know I always end up with point. So I'm on point, on Jazeel, and since we do have a wagon, figure, and this is not, there's no road going north, so we will be moving at like 2.5 miles an hour.
Okay. Head north 2.5 miles
Need you
per
to do in
hour.
the city.
What, Lydia?
I now remember what I needed to get from the city when we were there. Stop at the police place and get my rod back.
Ah. Was it a wand?
Wand, yeah.
Okay.
My wand of fireball.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, party, you will travel for the next few hours uneventfully. The desert is, of course, blisteringly hot, but you'll notice the heat is kind of getting cooler, which is weird because you're heading towards, midday. The desert gets hottest during the midday. And
Okay.
at Coromede, you're looking out with that spyglass up north. It's a bit hilly at this point. Perhaps the sand dragon passed through here at some point, you're not sure, but yeah, just sandy hills for a bit. So anyway, after a bit of traveling, you'll have mounted the next hill, and you'll see with the spyglass, because, optimal time to do that after clearing a hill. There appears to be a encampment of some kind. It's
Okay.
settlers in tents, and you're looking at the settlers, and yep, those are lizard people. And they have
Okay, I'll
those
call-
six-legged mounts.
I'll call out to the party what I see. And we will continue.
You're maybe about, what's the thing, 2 miles out? Perhaps further? I don't know, because, you go over a hill, so it's that kind of thing.
Okay. We will reduce speed to 2 miles an hour, because we don't want to look like we're trying to charge in. Not that people do mounted cavalry charges with wagons and shit, but, just to be sure.
Okay, give me a second to get everything pulled up here, because I know exactly how this is going to end up going. Okay, give me a second to check the Zytar just to make sure I know their hit dice properly. They have 5+. Okay. Okay, wasn't anticipating this, so I didn't have this fully prepared, but we should be able to run with this alright.
Okay.
Alright. Well, Akrormid and company, y'all are approaching at 2 miles per hour. You are indeed spotted, because, it's the desert. There's not exactly a place to hide with cover.
Right.
And several of these Sis'thik on these Zytar, the mountains, have obviously seen you. You can see them standing at attention. They have these lances, and they're pointing at you, and it looks like they're getting a welcoming committee ready for y'all.
Okay.
Alright. Y'all doing anything special at this time?
Okay, you say they've got their lances. Are they pointed up in the air?
Right now pointed up in the air. You're still like a good mile out from them, but y'all can see each other, and you've acknowledged each other at that point.
Okay. Nothing special at the time.
In addition to the mounted guys with the lances currently pointed up in the air, and again, there are 2 of them per thingy. One in the front who appears to be steering more than anything, and one in the back who has the lance. It looks like there are several ground forces assembling. Perhaps it's the Hell Horse, or perhaps they're really cautious, but they look ready for war.
Okay.
Okay. So, assuming the party does nothing special, y'all are going to travel for the next half hour or so until you hit them. It will be that time of day, about high noon. And you'll get close to the encampment.
Give me a minute, guys.
Okay, that gives me time to prepare.
Oh, you're stealing from me.
Oh, no, Dad. Taxation. Say it with me, Dad. Taxation.
Government theft.
That's right. Love you,
Love
much,
you,
Dad.
son. Sleep well.
All right, everyone, say it with me. Taxation is theft.
Taxation is theft. Hee hee.
Hey!
I am smart. Okay, what is that? 3+1?
Doesn't take much to be smart, number one.
No, it don't.
Okay, Scorpius pulled a BRB.
Okay, yep. Yeah, makes it easier for me. Okay, we're just gonna max them out on hit points to make life easier. So yeah, no, since Aiden stepped out for a minute, I feel bad speaking, but to give y'all more context, we're not just sitting in silence. You can see from the tents and such, they have their tents arranged in rough rows and such. It's not very organized. Tents of various colors and fabrics and whatnot. It's actually pretty interesting looking. You can indeed see smaller, less strong-looking, possibly menfolk. You'll notice that it seems the females are indeed the predominant ones. Most of the females are indeed armed and have shit. But there are quite a few of them. This is a full-sized encampment of them, at least 100.
Okay, good.
Kinda towards the middle of the encampment, there is one tent that's bigger than the others, and it looks like it's the most well-decorated and such. And yeah, they do have some kind of banner flying over it. What kind of banner would these things have? Well,
Okay, Double M, since Lydia's away, I need to pee. And
Go
so
ahead.
I'm going to grab smoke real quick. 3 minutes tops. Sorry.
Okay. I'm trying to be nice and fill in gaps in the world here, and it's like, aw. I can't. Oh, that's a good point. I almost forgot about that.
Man.
What?
Oh no.
What?
Okay. Sorry about that.
Okay, welcome back. Aiden, are you
Thank you.
back? Welcome back. Perfect. Okay.
Yeah.
To recap for those that weren't here, which is Aiden and the Chromid, this is a large encampment. Oof.
Yeah.
I hope you're feeling better, Aiden. So this is a large encampment. There's at least 100 of the things here. Larger women, smaller men. The tents are arranged in rough rows, but it's not very organized. There's a central tent that's a bit bigger and has some banner with a what looks like a scimitar dripping with blood off of it as the insignia, but it's hard to tell. The art design isn't very good. More importantly, you've got a few dozen at least of these things. Several of them are mounted on their mounds with the 6 legs and have spears or bows. Oh my. Well, I mean, it should feel good because you all are in that fun part of the desert.
Wait, what's up?
So now that everyone is back, we shall resume. So, y'all are gonna get close, and at about 30 feet or so away, assuming... Is anyone doing anything special in, like, the last approach to this thing?
Just keeping an eye out.
Not look threatening.
Oh, they're assembling a whole welcoming committee for y'all.
Good.
Yeah, Geoforce driver's ready to download. Watch me never download that. Alright, so as you get about 30 feet away, there are 10 or so... Well, actually, no, y'all have plenty of time to count. There are 11 people mounted on the thingies. So that's 22 of them on 11 steeds, and at least a couple dozen. It's hard to tell because they are moving around. These are lizard people. And, yeah, at least a couple dozen. Several of them have crossbows, others have scimitars out. And, like, they're, prepped for fight here. They haven't lowered their spears and leveled their crossbows yet, but you can tell they're ready for combat. And as you get about 30 feet away, the lead rider, who's dressed in some decent-looking armor, calls out, "Halt there!" And then the one behind him calls, "Who are you to enter the lands of the Sis'thik?" And you know they are drawing out their S's as they are serpents.
All right, we'll pull up to a halt. I am a Chromid.
Okay, is anyone else introducing themselves?
Just watching.
Just watching. Well,
Dungeon Master, did we get a name from the one that we dealt with in the past?
No, you did not. Well, they are, looking at each other back and forth. And what do you want?
We look for the Sis'thik. We had a deal with Sis'thik before the Blood Moon. I do not know if it was your tribe or another. One of your parties did combat with us. And after we spared some of their lives, a negotiation was had, a bargain was made. Maybe you should seek amongst your own to see if any know my name.
Go check with the queen. See if she knows anything about this. One of the people on mounts leaves, the others say, "Remain there. We'll investigate." And party, y'all are in a holding pattern right now unless you wish to tell me otherwise.
No, we'll wait.
Well, the
I'm
desert
just gonna be
heat,
keeping your hands free.
the desert
I
heat
was telling
kinda...
though.
Okay. The desert heat beats down on you all mercilessly. I'm assuming every now and again you're stopping to get a sip, so on and so forth. And,
Yeah, we will hydrate appropriately.
these things are also occasionally doing that, but they seem very nervous. Anyway, that rider comes on back, well, the two of them, and leans in and whispers to the other one. And the other one nods and calls out, "It would seem you have the wrong tribe. We've never heard of an Acroromid before."
We did get the name of the one that we spared, though. This is out of character.
Do you have it wrote down or recorded, Lydia?
No, but Corey should have remembered the name because, you know,
Okay.
I didn't remember it.
Well then. If you're not the tribe we dealt with before, then may chance we could still have business with your tribe.
Alright, the people kind of tense up a little bit as this one gives you a look that you can't really decipher, and asks what kind of business you're interested in.
We were interested in acquiring some of those mounts that you have. We would like eggs.
The Zytar, and it does call them that, are not for sale.
Pity. Do you have word of any other tribes within 100 miles?
None that we know of. We have been displaced in trying to reestablish our footing.
Yes. Well, then if you have nothing else to trade or barter, then I guess we shall go. Be warned. The lands south of here are mine.
This one seems to, like, it wants to say something about it's biting its tongue, if you will. Very well then, Acromid. To the south is yours, to the north is ours.
I don't know about that. But the south is definitely mine. Alright, companions. This is not the tribe we wanted. Dungeon Master, how long have we traveled for?
You traveled for like 2.5 hours or so.
Yeah, we should probably head back to base.
Alright, party perception checks.
No,
Fuck, I failed by 1.
I made mine.
Wow, now's the time y'all fail your perception checks minus Umbra. So as y'all are turning to leave, one of them whispers to the other, and those of you that made your perception checks catch the name. That is indeed the name that you remember from earlier. Those of you that made your perception checks, that is, which is Dora's, you, not really to you. Scorpius, you would remember that. Borgov, you fail. Umbra, you would remember that.
And that is the name of the person we had talked to originally. Umber will, once they're a little bit away out of earshot, Umber will.
Okay!
Never mind.
I guess I don't need a perception check for that.
Nope, okay. Okay, party. Scorpius is yelling that out. These things are going for crossbows and swords have come out. The riders have leveled their spears at you. Dice initiative.
I'll roll it if nobody else wants to.
It's in character. It is in my character thing to do that.
Okay, I wasn't anticipating this.
5.
Yeah.
5. Okay, party. Ew.
Would this be my 2 attack round for my longbow?
If you're pulling out
Wait,
your
no, my
longbow
3
and
attack
firing,
round.
you will get 2 attacks with it, or 3.
I
Crow
figured
meat.
we were gonna, but I didn't think we were gonna, you know?
Alright, let's go for
Never
this.
double check times.
Okay, casting
Actually-
prayer.
Well, hold on that. Let me 1 second.
1 Mississippi,
What would be
2
better here?
Mississippi, 3 Mississippi,
May I
4 Mississippi.
change my action just slightly?
Sure. 8 Mississippi.
Screw it.
9
Use prayer.
Mississippi.
Just for sure.
Okay.
Use
Your
a
prayer
prayer.
will be delayed by 9 seconds, Umbra. So that's a segment and a half.
There you go.
Crossbow dismount, pulling out long. Okay. So we got crossbow fire from them. We got bow fire from you, crossbow fire. Everard's black tentacles is close to the end of the round. Let me double check that one. It's a good thing you got that, though. I think this will be very helpful for you here.
Page 56, Unearthed Arcana.
Yep. I just want to quickly read up on that to understand what's about to happen.
Okay, good, because I obviously this round can happen without me pretty much at this point. I'm going for a couple of drags.
30 square feet per level of the caster. Yeah, that's most of them. Okay, as a tenth, so that is 300 square feet.
Don't forget about Jazeel attacking.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Scorpius. 1 XP.
Yay.
Well, hold on. Croromid's on him.
Yes, but he never really does actions with them.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so longbow, silver arrows, crossbow, dismount, pull out swords, sword and dagger. Scorpius, you can still attack at that point, and these things are going to swarm you. Okay. Now, 30 feet should be sufficient distance to get a charge up.
Well, you know what? No. Fuck it, 5. They're swarming me. I'm just gonna spin to win.
Okay, we'll get to that point. Prayer as a spell. I'm still reading up on the spells just to make sure I understand everything that's about to happen here because I want to run this proper. Okay, casting time 6 segments. Okay, so that is 2 of those done. Borga, firing with your bow on the archers, you get 2. Dorez, longbow, silver arrows, that's 3. Umbra casting prayer. Okay. Scorpius, are you targeting anyone specific with your crossbow? Keep in mind there are 11 mounts with 22 riders. There are several people with crossbows on the ground. Some of the riders have longbows, others have spears. Otherwise, roll to hit. After
I will
they
target
roll.
one of the mounted ones.
One of the mountain ones. Okay. So, let's see. The mass y'all are kind of clustered there. We're going to call
16.
it... We're going to
At
hold up
6th
on that
level.
Scorpius. They do have initiative.
It's a crossbow and it's already loaded.
They have crossbows that are already loaded.
Did one of ours just go at the same time?
They have initiative. It will be shortly thereafter. It doesn't take long.
Crossbows
They do
ignores initiative, though.
Crossbows go pre-initiative, but when you've got 2 sets of parties doing crossbows, initiative still counts there. If it was bowfire versus crossbow, no, bows still take too long to draw back, crossbow goes off. But 2 sets of crossbows, it comes down to who goes first, and that's initiative. Okay, let's make it that. Okay, so to split this up, Jazeel and Crormeat, this many are firing at you. One of them is a fumble, but let's see what they need to hit you. So, these things are that plus that hit dice, means that they go to that column. Now, Crormeat, you have that displacement effect going on. Jazeel
Oh yeah,
is
that's
there.
right. I'm displaced.
Okay,
Those
so that one,
crossbow bolt. Yeah.
Crowmead, one of them manages to go for a crossbow bolt, and it like whizzes right past where your ear was on your displacement. And another one actually manages to hit Jaziel because he's deliberately not facing. Okay, so that's a crossbow. That's a D6. Jaziel, take 2 hit points of damage. Crowmead, you're tracking his health, remember?
I am.
Okay. Okay, you're still casting at Crowmead. Jaziel being hit doesn't interrupt you. Let's see. So that's your displacement gone. Now you're just -2. Okay. Moving onward to the Scorpius and Umbra wagon. That's a fumble there. Drop crossbow, okay. And that's a crit, oof. Okay, Umbra, what is your armor class?
Armor class is...
Normally, right?
Am I putting in dex?
Yes, with dex. Actually,
Oh,
hold on,
then
you're
it's-
trying to cast, so... Yeah, no, dex is negated here.
Because you said I have to wait a second, or 9 seconds even.
Yeah, you stood there for 9 seconds thinking about, ooh, what should I cast, what should I cast, what should I cast, and then you selected prayer. Got it. And then you start casting.
I'm not just sitting there thinking. I'm still, if I see things coming at me.
He's right, Double M. If you get
fair
ID
enough.
by 9 seconds, his dex does count.
Alright, fair enough.
I'm using you against you.
So, what's your dexterity bonus, armor class, so on and so forth?
Should be
You're
3.
in full plate mail.
3?
Full plate with shield.
AC 0, dex of.
-3,
Yeah.
thank you, that makes a lot more sense. You said 3, and I was like,
-3.
hold the fuck up.
No, -3, sorry.
Alright, thump, 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 fumble, and dropped crossbow, which is what they were about to do anyways. Okay, a bunch of them went nearby you, a couple of them dinged against your armor. Scorpius, 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 what is your armor class?
0.
0, okay, their THAC0 is that. Hit, hit, miss, hit, which is actually a crit, miss. Okay, let's deal with those first 2. Yeah. So, Scorpius, how many stone skins you got on you?
1.
1. Okay, so the first one's stone skin. Just out of curiosity. Yeah, that arrow shatters as it hits you. That's a D20, not a D6. The other one does 1 point of damage. The crit, which did come last in the rolling sequence, I'm not being cheap here. Crit tables for a piercing.
Can they hit me behind the wagon?
Where is it? Actions for the round. Drops invis and yells, "You fuckers are the tribe." I mean, yeah, you do actually have a bonus to your armor class from partial cover, but that's a crit. Okay, 26
Another question is,
triple
why
damage.
isn't Borgoff and Doras getting shot when they're in the front?
Oh, they're about to be shot at next. Okay, Scorpius, that'll be another 3 damage, as they do minimum, but it's tripled. Onward to Dorov. Yes. I'm breaking this up into micro sections.
Is 3 tripled already, or is that not tripled?
That is 3 after being tripled. They got minimum.
Okay.
Okay, Borgov, what is your armor class?
-1.
-1. They needed that to hit you.
Damn.
Miss, miss, hit, miss, hit. Do you have any stone skins?
1.
1. Okay, that one goes off. And another crossbow hits you for 4 damage. Not Borgov. Dorez, what is your armor class?
5.
5. Do you have any stone skins?
1.
1 stone skin. Okay. Armor class 5. This thing needs a that. Miss, hit, which is the stone skin, and that's unfortunate. If your armor class was 1 point better, it wouldn't hit. Because the next one is a crit.
Oof.
48. I think that's just out of quad damage. Let me check.
Yeah, it's above quad. I think that's a lower leg or something.
Yeah, no, but you're in a wagon, and
He's in a wagon?
No, he's on a horse.
Oh, never mind, then that works. Alright, foot hit, double damage. Oof for max. 12 damage to your foot. Dorez, your movement speed is quartered, and your foot is hit for 12 damage.
Wait, but he is on a horse. That doesn't really matter.
Yeah, well, until he comes off the horse.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't need to,
Is
though.
it already
Okay,
Double.
that is their fire done. Now we move to yours. Okay, you got a 16 on the lead rider.
Or is that 12 already doubled?
That was 12 doubled, yes. Like, it's not 24, it's 12. 6
It's
doubled
a
to 12.
D6.
Well, I mean,
6 doubled to 12.
yes, thank you. Okay. So you're shooting at them. They have armor class that. 16. What level are you with the crossbow? Should be 6. Do you have a proficiency in there?
No, that's why it's a
Okay.
-2.
Oh, it was already -2 there?
Yes. I have a +3
Oh,
to
that's
hit.
right. That's right. Thank you. Okay, so 16 at that is sufficient to hit their armor class. Dice your damage. Three points of damage against them. Okay. This is gonna be fun. 3 points of damage. So that guy is at 20. Lead rider. Okay. So, the ones that are mounted, all of them have at least one spear. Several of them have 2 spears. Between the 2 of them, they've lowered their spears and are charging. None of them had the crossbows that came from the other people. Those people with the crossbows fired their crossbows and either put them down or dropped them and drew various swords. The majority are scimitars. And those people are moving
So
up to
there
engage.
are no dedicated archers.
Actually, some of the people on the mounts also have bows, and those people, 2 of them specifically, are circling around to the sides, left and right, respectively, to archery fire on y'all. Okay. So we've got those things charging, and I need to determine via d6s. Let's see. Doras and Borgov, you all are missile fire. Scorpius, you fired your thing. You're drawing your swords. Are you staying on the wagon or getting off? Just mounts
After I
pulling out.
shot, I would have
Okay, so you're pulling out your
pulled them
stuff.
out, yeah.
Okay, weapon reach is going to make that mostly unneeded there, Scorpius. Cormid, you've got Jaziel kind of backing you up to try and keep you from getting hit.
Okay.
Let's see. Dorez, roll your first hit with the bow.
Alright.
Well, roll to hit with the bow first. You attack at what level? 4th, I believe. That bow to hit there.
7.
At 7th. Ooh, good for you.
And that is a 19.
19. Okay, 19 at 7th. Dice your damage.
4 damage.
4 damage. Okay, you hit one of the ground troops for 4 damage.
Oh, I was going for one of the mounted ones.
You did not announce it. Okay.
Hey, what's the dex bonus
I don't know, I guess you got
for 18?
It's
Plus
a
+3 to
+3.
multiple weapons.
Why don't you
Okay.
have that written down next to your score?
Okay, Borgov, you two can roll to hit. 12. What level do you attack as with the bow?
4th?
Do you have a proficiency in it?
Yeah.
Yeah? Did you reduce your... Oh, wait, no. You have a proficiency. Okay. 12 at 4th is just enough to not hit. One more would have hit. Your arrow goes sailing and it hits and does no damage against one of their shields. That's a good point. I should have mentioned this. Some of them do indeed have shields. Others do not. It's mishmash over there. You know, because like many of them had crossbows. Those with crossbows did not have shields with them. Others just had the scimitar shield combo.
Sorry, the archers have shields?
You did not specify your targets. I'm looking in action.
I did.
You did? My bad. Well, unfortunately, that's still insufficient. That hits 1 level below the archer's armor class. Rip. But I apologize. You can take 1 XP for that goof there. Okay, miss on the archer.
Hey, double on.
Yeah, huh?
I know this sounds like a weird question. How coordinated are they? Are they like telling each other like, "Hey, do this"? Type of thing?
No.
I know mid-fight.
They're
it's hard
charging
to
as a
do.
mindless horde.
Okay, good.
Not
That's
totally
how it's gonna
mindless.
do it.
Clearly, these people do fight together, and it's quite a large group of them, though, which is going to be uncoordinated.
Yes, but not communicating coordination.
So, Scorpius, you've got your things. You will be able to get 2 attacks this round, 3 attacks next round after the crossbow and drawing and them approaching. Chargers are still charging. Their crossbows are already off. There are more people coming also, I should point out. Okay. Alright, so the Chargers are going to get there first. They have spears. That's going to make up an initiative difference for the weapon length.
Well, I'm
Okay.
not charging out to meet them, so
They're charging to get to you. What are you doing?
I'm waiting for Boss Man to unleash unholy hell on them first.
Alright. So
I'm
there
not
are
stupid.
9 chargers. 3 of them are after Coromid and Jaziel. 3 of them are going to be on the Scorpius Umber wagon, and 3 of them on the Borgov Dora's wagon. So let me double check the mechanics of charge.
Horseback.
Sorry?
It's
Not
horseback,
wagon,
not
but
wagon.
you're right. You're both on horseback, so call that 2 on Borgov, 1 on Dorez.
So, question: how is our wagon positioned?
You're gonna make me draw this out, aren't you?
Yes.
Alright, let me go get you a paint. Bloop. Okay, we're gonna call the filled purple circle the Sis'thik in general. And obviously that's
Because
not
are
right.
we facing them or are they away from us?
Give me a minute. This is gonna take a while now that you've made me do this. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so the red square will be the wagon. I'm just gonna keep this simple here.
And since I have the time, I'm gonna go get a couple more drags. I'll be right back.
Alright, Borgov and Dorez mentally over here. Jaziel and Akromid will actually be back there. Yeah. You've also got Zytar doing that and that, essentially. Obviously, this ain't to scale even close to it.
I'm assuming we just stayed in formation.
Well, y'all turned around to go, and that's when you heard it. So I had Jaziel Akromid to the front, Scorpius Umbra middle, Borgov Dorez back. Therefore,
But
Jaziel, Scorpius...
Dorez and Borgov were at the front with Coromid.
Were there?
Yeah. You heard her.
Alright, in that case, give me a second there. Green circle.
I mean, I don't mind having the buffer in the back, but
Green circle,
I ain't gonna do them dirty like that. They're not there.
Blue circle. Oh, that's the wrong color. Green circle, green circle. No, green. Blue circle. It's a lot of moving parts, guys. I'm trying. Circle. Why no be blue? Okay, then switching over to purple. Drawing. Alright. This is a very rough demonstration. Don't hold it against me.
All right. Oh, P-Wa was that.
It's bad.
Red wagon with Scorp and Umbra. Green circles Morgov and Dorez. Blue, Jaziel and Mead. Purple, enemies. Okay.
That's my rough diagram of the thing. Obviously, it ain't perfect. Okay, where was I? Zytar's charging. So, let's start with the fun ones. Akromid, you're first. Swing bada. Okay, 1, no. 2, no. Oh, 2 is yes, actually, and 3 is also yes. Okay, let me double check the Zytar now. You know what, I'm gonna get another instance of the creature catalog so I don't have to toggle back and forth between the 2 creatures we're using here. Okay, there's Sis'thik. Zytar, you're all the way at the bottom. Nope, too far up. I'm trying, guys, I'm trying.
We end at 11, right?
Hmm?
We end at 11, right?
Yeah, we're gonna end at 11. 30 feet long, 10 feet wide at its widest point. Okay, what's the breath weapon for? 3d6. Okay. Akromid, you've got that ring of protection versus fire, so we're
Ring of fire resistance. Yes.
We'll cover that in a minute. 2 iterations of 3 die 6. Okay, they breathe fire. So, Ring of Fire Resistance, DMG. Ring of Fire Resistance. Scrolling on up. Treasure rings. Immune to effects of normal types, which is very large and hot fires, molten lava, demon emulation, hellhound breath, or a wall of fire spell will cause 10 per if the wearer is directly within. Exceptionally hot fires are saved against at +5. All damage die are calculated at 2 per die. But never less than 1 in any event. Okay, as a general rule of thumb, consider very hot fires to those which have a maximum initial exposure of up to 24 hit points. 3 die 6 is 18. That would not be, therefore. So yeah, I would say you should be able to save versus it. What do you think, Grills?
Well, I'm not looking at it, but I can pop that open.
Okay, it's a 3 die 6 for the damage of the breath weapon. 2 of them did indeed breathe. Getting max damage would get you 18. The Ring of Fire Resistance is saying, as a rule of thumb, consider very hot as those with a maximum of 24 hit points.
So it's not a very hot fire.
As those which have a maximum of 24 and exceptional heat 25 or more. Yeah, I guess not. It is hot, though, but you have a Ring of Fire Resistance.
It's hot, but not hot enough.
Very large and hot fires, molten lava, demon emulation, hellhound breath. Just real quick, I want to check that up, because if it's the same thing, then that might be a case right there.
Yeah.
7 or 4 hit points of damage per attack. Huh. Okay, it's... So for a Hellhound, it's 1 point of damage per hit point, which means that at the highest level for a Hellhound, that's 7 points of damage.
Okay.
Is that because they're special? They're not normally from the material plane. Maybe that's why. I don't know, man. Tell you what, I'll give you a bonus of 6 on your saving throw versus half. Does that sound fair? Or?
Wait, are you saying Hellhound shouldn't make the threshold?
Well, it specifies that Hellhound Breath should be, what's it say?
What is Hellhounds? They're from Hell. That'd be Hellfire, wouldn't it?
Not necessarily. They're from this world. Or not from this world.
That's weird, actually.
Very
I would
large
consider it
and hot,
Hellfire.
very large and hot fires, molten lava, demon immolation, hellhound breath, or wall of fire spell will cause 10 hit points of damage per round. But wait a second. If hellhound breath maxes out at 7,
What the fuck, right? Alright. Because I'm not entirely sure, and because y'all have a lot of shit thrown at you, you get it, Akrormaid. You are fine. Your items are gonna have to make saving throws.
no, if I'm fine, so are my items. They're protected.
Are they?
Yes?
The wearer of this ring. I guess it never does say. Do rings always do that?
Yes.
Alright, in that case, good for you. Jazeel! Does Jazeel get covered by it? Because you're right. Because you're mounted on him.
Is Jazeel subject to fire attacks?
While using fire abilities. Being a hell horse.
Question. I mean, there's nothing listed about fire immunity. Special defenses, see below. Occasionally they say... It doesn't say anything about fire resistance. I don't fucking know. This game ain't telling me shit sometimes.
Walks and makes fire appear.
It's true, and if this is not
Breathes
hot
out
enough
fire.
to...
I mean, it seems kind of illogical
it
for
does.
a hell horse who's literally sometimes on fire to take fire damage.
Well, it depends. If it was from a red dragon's breath weapon, then okay, I would say so, because that's a greater fighter. But if this fire isn't bad enough to hurt with the ring of fire resistance, then it won't be bad enough to hurt Jazeel. So those two waste their fire breath weapon.
Yeah, that's what I was going to suggest, because obviously I'm biased, DM, but this is a creature that produces flame and smoke.
Indeed.
I don't think it's going to be any more subject to Zytar breath than I am.
Indeed. Okay, so these things breathe their fire weapon. That's their thing for the round. Okay, their riders, though. We've got 6 spear attacks against you. They are charging. So let me double check the charging thingy, because there was a thing there.
Is that really going to work? They're going to breathe fire while charging.
Let me double check how the Zytar does it.
I mean, now, here's the thing. If they've got those spears leveled for the charge, and that thing snorts out its fire, you might want to check those saving throws for those spears.
Good point, yeah. Okay, 2 of them breathe fire, so, you know, these people do train with these things, so those 2 would have raised up spirits about to shoot fire. So those 2 breathe, fail to do anything. The other one is still charging, though.
Okay.
That makes sense to me. Now, charging, let me check. Trying to play intelligent monsters, I'm sorry. It's a lot of shit.
Alright.
Where is charge? Charge. As per the Dungeon Master's Guide. Okay, it's killing me here. I know there's a thing in game mechanics about it. Give me a second.
Or as soon as I flip to the right page.
+2 to hit, inflict double damage, cost of penalty 1 to AC, no dex bonus to AC. Alright, +2 to hit for double damage, disregard that bonus there.
Yeah,
okay.
+2 to hit, and double damage if they hit.
Alright, so first one, a that, becomes a that. Your armor class -2, they attack as these thingies. To hit -2, they need a that. Nope, my bad. They need a that. Okay, that will be a miss. That actually hits before the bonus. Okay. Now these are spears. I believe that is a D6 versus man-sized, correct?
Spear is a D6 versus man-sized.
Alright. Crow made 2 points of damage, except Stone Skin.
Bam. Marked off.
I'm trying to play smart here. Okay. So that
was my spell disrupted?
Do you have Spell Saver, right?
I do, but I need to know if that kicked in since I'm stone-skinned. I took no damage.
Took no damage. I think we've done this ruling before, back in Grad. I just remember because I had to rewatch that shit. Even if you're stone-skinned, getting hit, it's disruptive. Right? Does that check out, or am I talking out my ass here? Alright, so Spell Saver should have discharged as well. Okay. Good news is that's you for the round, so you will get your spell off. But we're waiting on that, because that's like nearly the end of the round actions. You get Umbra, you and Umbra go off.
Oh, that was the last of the attacks on me?
I suppose, actually, no, the other ones are gonna... Their mounds breathe, and then they go, so they'll go later. Should I deal with that now? Yeah, I'll go with that now. Normal attack, not charging. Fail. Fail. Okay. Oh, wait, hold on, there's 2 more riders, that's right. That might hit. That just misses. Oh, I need to re-roll that. Nope, fail. Okay. Yeah, that actually is all the attacks, so your spell will go off at the end of the round, or close to it. Okay. Okay, moving on to Group 2. That is Borgov. Borgov, you've got 2 of those guys charging at you as this general horde is assembling behind them. Your armor class is -1, correct? Okay, 2 of them charging at you.
Yes.
Fail. Okay, neither of the mounts are breathing. That means that the riders are indeed charging. Okay, do you still have any stone skins on you?
Dude, you... Okay, no, it is not.
Okay, that will be a hit for 12 points of damage as they max out that double. Oof. Okay,
Oh, was it a crit?
No, it was not a crit, but they were charging with a spear and they got max damage. Okay, good news is the others did not hit you. So that's those guys there taken care of. Dorez, you've got one on you. Its mount does not breathe fire. You are armor class 5. Which means to hit you, they need a that. That is indeed a hit. For, again, 12 points of damage. Oof. The other one misses. Okay. Umbra and Scorpius. You both are astride the wagon, so charging against you isn't really a thing. Fire Breath the weapon is, though. Yep. Yep. Oh, all three of them are going for that. Ouch. Okay. Yikes. Huh. Nearly minimal on
How
a couple
far
of
away
them.
are they?
Okay, so the lizard thingies are, approaching, and their riders are there leveling spears, and then all three of the lizard thingies, these 8-foot-long, 6-legged critters, they are about maybe 30 to 20 feet away when all three of them rear up for a second, and fire bellows in the pits of their mouths, and you said you were staying there waiting for them, and Umbra is casting, and all three of them are about to breathe fire at y'all.
How far is their range?
They have a 30-foot range.
And how far are we from them?
About 25 feet. I didn't give you the exact number, but if you must know, you are 24 feet away from them. So, 7, 12, 9. Make 3 saving throws versus breath weapon, both of you. Okay, now you save as the best version of yourself. 13 and 15. Okay, so fighter 13. Umbra, save that. Okay, both of you need 13s to pass those saving throws. So you can roll 3 die 20s. No, yes, yes. No, no, no. Okay, so, Umbra. For the first one, you take full damage. I believe it is safe for half for these breath weapons, but let me double check. It doesn't say anything about saving throw. I'm giving you a save for half, because I feel generous. So, the first one...
This is going to break my spell.
Yeah, this is gonna break your cell. So the first one is 7 plus 6 plus... what's half of 9? 4.5, okay. Umbra, that will be 17 points of damage, and we have to now roll saving throws for various items on your person as you will be, breathed on by fire. Scorpius, you failed all 3 saving throws for a total of 28 points of damage, and again, we're gonna have to roll those saving throws. So, Scorpius, Umbra, you both are gonna see upon your person and come up with a list of your items and slap it in out of character chat. We will then figure out what needs to be saved for, what does not.
You might want to just check for the important stuff that is combat relevant at the moment.
Yeah, armor, weapons, so on.
I have plate mail. I don't know if it needs
Metal
to
versus fire fails on a 1, I think.
Padawans, please remember, roll for the backpack at the top of that list, because if the backpack saves, everything inside the backpack saves.
Indeed. Thank you, Grills.
No problem.
Okay, now while we do that, Dorez, Borga, did Scorpius, Umbra. Oh, we are at the bottom of the list. Okay. That's in the one-shot channel, but okay.
So did they aim at the wagon or aim at us?
Well, if we look at the thingy here, it is a cone, if you will, 10 feet wide at its widest. It's gonna hit them.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure our camels would not have stayed still. Not with all this shit going on. They would have taken off.
That's true. They are gonna try and move. Borgov, does the spear attack and subsequent melee range of fighters nullify your second bow shot? You can try and shoot your bow. There are still others, like the 2 that are left and right, circling you all to do bow shots. You can shoot at them, or you could negate your attack and draw your weapon.
Or shoot one of them point blank.
Or shoot one of them point blank. That is also an option.
How much damage did I take? 28?
28.
Okay.
2 bandoliers, 20 daggers, chainmail, sword, longsword, +1 longsword.
I'm not sure, but I thought you said 27.
28. I have it recorded here.
Oh, my bad.
Okay.
Am I tossing mine in the one shot?
Sure, we can put it there. Okay. The bandolier is made of a... it's a leather, essentially. Leather or book. We are looking for... Fireball?
No.
Fire and
fire.
normal, yeah. Okay, that's the 8th column. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
No. Keep going without me.
Sorry, it's a lot, but I'm trying to play to the thing here. Okay.
Oh no, I wouldn't have the shield.
Okay.
Let me out of that.
Okay, Aiden. Let's start by going down the list. Roll me 2d20 for the bandoliers. No and yes. One of the bandoliers will have caught fire and been destroyed. Okay. Over to the daggers. 18 normal daggers. Dagger would be a metal hard. Okay. Roll me 20 d20s.
Wouldn't the magic ones get a plus though?
The magic ones do indeed get a plus. However, they all save on anything that isn't a 1, and a 1 is still a fail is still a fail for the saving throw. So they all save on anything that isn't a 1. Metal doesn't melt easy. Well, not against those. Okay, all the daggers save.
Those only the normal ones.
Oh, those were only 18? Alright, roll for the 2 daggers. Okay, chainmail is also metal, longsword's also metal, I think. Right? Yeah. Alright. Aiden, 3 more d20s for the remaining items. Umbra, I'm still waiting for the items on your person, combat specific. That would need to be saved. Okay, you're typing it. Okay, so 1 bandolier was burnt during that Scorpius. 1 more d20 for your pack. And
That
your
was on the
pack
wagon, and I'm still waiting to determine
It's a good point.
if it was in range or not.
It was in range. Okay. So let's see. The wagon itself is wood.
Thick.
Thick, yes. So it saves on 7.
Much of it was in range.
Oof.
Good news, I rolled for the saving throw, it saved. Okay. That leaves that inquiry out. Short bow, caltrops, 2 quivers, dagger +2, sword +2. Or sword +1. Okay, Umbra, don't forget your armor also. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Roll me 7 d20s.
Oh, I gotta roll for my crossbow.
Alright. That's just wood. I'd say that's thin wood, yeah?
Crossbow?
Yeah.
I got a heavy one.
Hmm?
I have a heavy crossbow.
Parts of it are still going to be thin.
Yeah.
13.
13. A 13 is a... That does indeed save. Okay. So, Umbra. Okay, going down the list. Short bow. Okay, short bow manages to save. Good for it. Caltrops, that's metal. That saves.
You want me to help out here?
If you could, please. Okay, quivers.
I have like a good amount of caltrops. I just put like that. If you want to roll
Okay,
for
well, they're saving as a batch. Let's see, what's your third item, Umbra?
Third item, 2 quiver. I have 2 quivers, so it'd be quiver 1, quiver 2.
Quiver 2 gets a 4. I think that fails its saving throw.
Okay, fire, normal.
Quiver 2 or quiver 1?
Quiver 2.
Okay. Are all the arrows in it dead then?
Probably.
No, you'll have to roll for those.
Yeah.
But they are going to fall to the ground. Okay, what's your next item?
That's my silver ones.
Dagger,
next
sword,
item.
save.
Your 13, your first 13 that you rolled. 1, 2, 3, 4. Your 5th item.
Alright, dagger +2.
Saved.
Sword
Grills,
+1.
I just did the rest of it. The rest of it saved.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so just one of my quivers died. And that was my silver quiver.
Okay, now you got to save for the arrows that were inside of it.
Yep. How many arrows did you have inside?
Roll as a
20.
batch.
They were 20. Alright,
Wood
just roll.
10.
Heyo. Alright. Did we roll for your pack yet,
Yeah.
Umbra?
No.
Okay, D20. That
13.
saves. Alright.
Did you put your pack on the wagon, or did you have it with you?
I think I had it on with me.
Good news, it's saved. Okay, that is the damage from the fire breath taken care of. I'm sorry to kind of cut the session like that, but we have to know, because, hey, Dungeon Master, did my sword melt in my hand is an important piece of combat information. Thank you all for bearing with me through the intermission. So yeah, the 3 Zytars breathe their breath weapons at you and do some damage. And, you know, then their mounts, they rear back down and their mounts go in for their attacks. So, that's 3, 2 of you means 6 total, 3 each. Well, roughly, actually. No, they're more likely to target the same... Okay, it will be 4 and 2, Scorpius to Umbra. Okay, so Scorpius, let's get those 4 on you.
What?
They have spears, so they're getting the first attack here, then you get all your attacks on them. This is their one thing. They have the weapon reach, though. Your armor class is what again?
Wouldn't they have to move closer, though? They're 24 feet away.
Oh yeah, no. The things finish rearing down and they continue to approach with those spears ready for you. Are you doing anything other than the melee attack you announced earlier? Melee attacks.
I'd love when two guys, the two who create whatever.
No, I'm
Okay, what is your armor class?
0.
0. Okay, sorry to keep asking, but I got a lot of even things. Okay, they needed that to hit you. Hit, hit, miss, miss. 5. 7 points of damage total. 5 from one, 2 from the other. Okay, Umbra, 4 of them on you. One fucking fumbled. The other one got a 3. Okay, melee fumble. That was a 49. Miss off balance, dex check or fall to the ground. Fucking 19! Okay, he falls to the ground. One of them falls off their mount trying to plant their spear in you. And they are stunned for... I'm just gonna do that. 24 for 10. Alright, one of them is on the ground and stunned. Okay, one of the riders on Scorpius, or on Umbra, is missing a rider now. Okay. That's those. Okay, Scorpius. Umbra, by the way, your spell is ruined. Scorpius.
Yeah, I figured.
You can roll your 2 attacks now. Designate a target if you wish. You've got 2 mounts with 4 riders on you.
2 mounts with 4 riders.
Mm-hmm.
They're doubled up?
Yeah. 2 per rider.
Did you say that to begin with?
Yep.
He did.
Okay, I must have missed that little detail. I'm going for the mount.
Going for the mount. Left one or right one?
Which one's closest?
Left.
Left is getting both attacks.
Left is getting both attacks. Okay, what is their armor class? Okay. Roll to hit, roll to hit.
Well, 10
Hit.
at
Dice
9th
your
level.
damage versus... These things are large, I believe.
They are.
They are, yeah. 8 feet long.
If it can carry 2 riders, it's large.
That is also a good metric.
If it can carry 1 rider, it's large.
Max damage, 18.
Nice! 18 damage. Okay. Yes. That was the lead rider, too, funny enough, whose mount you just hit.
He ain't the lead anymore.
Yeah, no, so the Zytar have... How much did you do? 21?
18
18, my bad.
on the first hit.
Mm-hmm. Give me a second here. Okay, 18 of that becomes... Okay, roll for your second hit. Hit, dice your
17.
damage.
Alright, so that is 5, 6, 7, 8. 11.
11 damage, haha.
For a total of 29 points of damage. Almost 30.
Yeah, okay, Scorpius, give me a second here. Okay, Scorpius, you'll stab that thing twice, and the leader hisses at its companion, take the reins, and he tosses his spear, draws a scimitar, and leaps off of it to confront you on the wagon.
I'm not on the wagon!
But you know what I mean.
Damn,
right?
you're drinking again, Lydia? Wow.
Alright.
What do you mean I'm drinking again?
You're not on the wagon? You fell off.
No,
Okay.
not even funny.
Okay. Umbra, all the attacks against you are done. Scorpius, you've done your attacks at Crormid. You will get your spell off. Dorez and Borgov. Okay, Borgov, you can go for your second attacks. Dorez, did I ever finish attacking you? I forget if I did. Yeah, I did. That's right. They did damage against you, but they
Question,
didn't
do I
fire.
see this thing go down or not?
It didn't go down. It's injured, clearly. You heard it bad. So the leader is barking at the one behind it to take the reins as it slides off to attack you. Well, not slides off, it jumps off, and yeah, makes a 1 on that dexterity check. Draws its sword. It's actually pretty cinematic. Okay, Borgov and Doras, you can take your second bow shots. Borgov, are you changing your target or still going for one of the ranged?
Just ask your question in out of character chat, by the way.
Dice percentage! I know, but one is on mound and melee range. Okay, Doras, you can switch to your bastard sword.
Well,
48.
somebody got hit in the foot.
Uh-huh. 48, ankle hit, double damage on the charging dude. Okay, dice your damage.
I don't think he's charging anymore. The charge has been broken.
Yeah.
Hey.
It's still double. That's 2 hit points. And I
A
don't
fumble,
know if your
too.
point spread.
That thing has to go tumbling now. It took a shot to its ankle.
Okay, let's see. Becomes 2, becomes that.
That fucker shot my pinky toe off.
Basically, yeah.
Did y'all ever see that movie with Eddie Murphy?
Okay. Done. About to get his spell off. Done. Okay, Crormid. You've addressed the larger threat here, which is the fact that there are a few dozen of these things charging. Dropped their crossbows, scimitars, and swords of some kind out, ready to swarm y'all like a horde of hungry locusts. And, actually, hold on, because I never did the archers. If they target you and disrupt your spell, that might end it. We'll see. Okay, Borgov Doras, Crormid, Jaziel, Scorpius Umbra. Nope. Oh my goodness, one of them did target you. Aww. Alright, first let's deal with that. Borgov, one of the archers fired back at you after you fired at him. Okay, Crormid. Okay, 19, that might hit. Oh, if that interrupts your spell,
He
that's
still
bad.
has his little thing on.
Which little
It's
thing?
been enough.
The spell saver.
How long does spell saver last
The
for?
cloak.
The entire round?
Spell saver. Shall I read it to you?
Please do. This might mean the difference between life and death. Aiden, you can read up on the Cloak of Displacement. The displacement effect is once per combat where they automatically miss. After that, it just gives you a bonus to your armor class as enemies are aware you're displaced and trying to work against it.
By use of this spell, the caster is able to continue an interrupted spell 1 segment after the break in casting.
1 segment after,
Spell saver must be cast in advance or its magic will not be present to hang on to the broken spell. If more than 1 break occurs, the spell will be lost anyway and the spell saver's Weaver will expire. No more than one Dwemer of this type can be in use at any time. Also, the broke spell must be continued, 3, or dismissed, 2, before any other spells may be cast. Material component, I'll skip that.
Okay, so does this attack occur in the same segment you took damage from the spear guy earlier? I'm gonna give it... It does. Lucky you.
Okay, well, asterisk 3 is within 1 turn.
Within 1 turn, 10 minutes?
Yeah, 10 minutes. So, yeah, I could have delayed, but I wouldn't have. I didn't dismiss it. I didn't delay.
Alright. Evard's Black Tentacles! Okay, by means of the spellcaster creates many black rubbery tentacles in the area of effect, which is 300 square feet for you. Each tentacle is 10 feet long, has an armor class, takes this many points to damage it. Furthermore, there will be 1 tentacle for each level of experience of the spellcaster.
That's 10 tentacles, baby.
10 tentacles. 10 tentacles. Subject to attack. So you've essentially created 10 allies that erupt from the ground.
And I'm placing them at the key points where they can do the most grabbing at what's on us, away from my friends, and closest to them.
Okay.
And them that are coming in.
So party people, it's time for the next round, but before we start, it's almost 11 and this will take a while. I would like to pause session here, well, end session here. I will write down exactly where everyone is, what's on them, its hit points, and so forth, and we can pick this up next session. Because I don't think I can run this. I'm going to start making bigger mistakes as I get tireder.
On the good side, party, now that I've got that spell off and I'm about to unleash crossbow fire and the rope, the tide is about to turn.
I'm surprised you didn't use forked lightning.
Okay, so party, this is the end of session here. So, new, you may put, if you would like, round 2. Bard's Black Tentacles off. And we will read from that tomorrow. Well, not tomorrow, but when we next do sessions. Okay.
Because not only do they have to fight these things, they yeah. Just gonna type mine in, but not hit enter.
Okay. The party has engaged the Sis'thik. I'm gonna kill my recorder.